everybody, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Good to have your company. Sunday afternoon footy, Sydney hosting North Melbourne, last round of this season. Kangas currently sitting in 14th position. If they are to win today, they, I think, go up to 13th, which might have some, obviously, ramifications with the draft come November. Let's actually have a quick look and see the quick draft hand. So yeah, North currently holding pick 5 with being 14th, but they could get pick 6 if they win this game today. As for us, though, we can't move up or down second place, but we'd like a good performance, I suppose, to try and get 5 wins in a row on the stroke of finals time, and obviously off the back of what's been happening this week. Jesus Christ, it's like an absolute left, right, and centre you see in the press about the allegations going on at the minute. I haven't really invested a whole heap of time into it, to be honest. Obviously, the club want to respond today, and the women's had a good win early today. But you just let it run its course, really, and let's just wait for, I suppose, more facts and whatever to come out. But yeah, it obviously doesn't sound great. I know with drugs and bloody strippers or whatever, you know, who knows what footy players get up to. Obviously, the AFL has a bit of a culture when it comes to that with players. Sorry, there's a plane about to fly over, but I tell you, players going out that late on the stroke of finals, it's like, what are we doing? Especially, you know, a lot of supporters hurting off these grand final losses, and we're doing this. So, anyways, it's a good opportunity for some of the younger guys to stake their claims. Going to be a difficult final series without a few of our stars, but let's just see how we go. It'll be tricky outfit against North. The last 6 weeks have been very good, and they've been pushing some good signs. I've liked the finishing piece, and it wouldn't shock me if they get a bit of a jump on us and maybe slip up a bit. But we still definitely have a team capable of winning. And yeah, obviously with what's happened, do we see a bit of a spirited performance here? The midfield mix is going to be quite intriguing too, especially with no Warner and Handy for the rest of the season. Rowbottom comes back from his hand injury. That's a massive inclusion. He was in some good form before he went down, so hopefully we can get a bit of 2022 Rowbottom come September. That'd be nice. He was very good that final series. And 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪 comes back into the fold as well for sure, for some midfield time too. And yeah, we'll probably see the likes of Brayden Campbell, game 100. Yeah, it's been a bit of a not the most cleanest 100 games. Obviously, he was hurt with injury earlier this season, but he'll come in. He'll play his 100th game today. Been in some good touch. Probably a little bit quiet last week against Essendon. But obviously still got the main man Goulden. Assuming 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪 will continue his midfield time through there, and maybe a bit of Tatoli pushes in there too. We do have a number of players that can run through there. Cleary as well. He's actually named on the ball. So do we finally see Caden Cleary play his preferred position today? Sorry about that. I'll just move in my program, not this. Anyways, let's configure the audio, making sure it's all right. There we go. Join just in time. But good to have your company, lads. Mike, what's the chat? Oh, there we go. I hope this support. Yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Expect big performance today. Or support the Swans, those players at the club. Yeah, no, it's definitely the players, obviously the players' fault, but the club obviously has to go out and speak to the press and take the accountability, of course. But I think there'll be a lot more protests in the club if we do something like administrative wrong, like, you know, cheat or salary cap infringements or whatever. But yeah, no, it's no good, but hey, we've still got a good core out there that can hopefully get it done today. I don't know what to expect. I mean, it's going to be difficult for North without 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪. Obviously out with the fractured cheekbone, but yeah, they've got still a really good quality midfield. O'Sullivan. So I was looking at Sarong and O'Sullivan on the wing, but he'll run through there, you'd think, as well. Wardlaw. He did debut against us back in 23, and he had a really good first game. He seems to get up and about against us, but yeah, 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪, I'm sure, in All-Australian contention. And by the way, lads, I'll do my All-Australian team, get that out tomorrow. And geez, it's pretty hard, the All-Australian team. A lot of good players missing out for sure. The actual All-Australians out this Tuesday. Yeah, no, I talked about it, 𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪, just before, mate. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. It's no good, but it's a good club. They'll get through this. Game of football, however, so women's got a good win earlier at the SCG, which is cool. So 2-0 for the women's. I think hopefully in finals contention this year after narrowly missing out last year. Anyway, lads, we're underway. Swans take it on North Melbourne at the SCG. Plenty more home games to come finals time. Grundy right away out of the ruck, and he gets a centre clearance. How about that for a start? Big Brody Grundy towards half-forward. Cleary, not playing midfield, half-forward as per usual for him, unfortunately, in the seniors. And it's not a good kick right down Cameron 𝐼𝐗𝐪𝐻𝐼's throat. So, 𝘲𝐸𝐺𝐻 starting in midfield, obviously good in there too. So 𝐼𝐗𝐻𝐼 switching the fence for this back half of the season. Late pressure from 100th gamer of Campbell. Tom 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐼, I tell you, all Australian form, Tommy 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐼. He's having a great year. Now back inside 50 here for the Swans. High ball inside 50 towards the 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻 direction. Good roving from Campbell. Dish the hands to Papley. 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐼 goals. Oh my God, he almost made a meal of it. Christ, hands like doorknobs there, but fortunately, the ball sent up for him and he socked it through. Good start. We've got the first, and the crowd's up and about here. Looks like still a pretty good turnout, although what has happened earlier this week. Good start. Oh, that'd be nice, Taj, mate. He's in good form. I mean, we did see last week's on the Essendon stream. The last 5 weeks, Gordon's averaging over, I think, almost 37 disposals. So he's in some good ball-winning form. Yeah, he's pretty much signing up, Shannon, mate. Good effort from Logan Morris, kicking 8 snags. Still 3 behind 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻, though. So 𝐸𝐿𝐼, the first good start here. Well, that's exactly what we wanted given the atmosphere of this game. Grundy again with a hit out, not really advantageous. LDU mops up the loose ball, and they'll get the clearance here north through Finn O'Sullivan towards half forward. Mills back of the flight, a good spoil from the skipper. And this one will go out of bounds just outside North Melbourne's forward 50 for a ball in. So, ball to be thrown in. Off the go, well, Tom, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate. Take care. Have a good rest of your day, mate. Hopefully we can put out a good performance. Lloyd in and under. Tackled well from 𝐸𝐻𝐼. Umpire's ball. Lloyd tackled well from Luke McDonald. Have another ball up here. 𝐸𝐻𝐼 with the hit out. Nice palm down to Luke McDonald. Inside 50, not the... well, caused a bit of chaos. McCartan mops it up okay. That didn't look like a disposal. But boundary's friend there. No, yeah, it is incorrect disposal, sorry. Yeah, so it wasn't a disposal from McCartan. Should have just carried it over, to be honest. But 𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻 will line up here. For a response for the Kangas. He misses. So first score for the North, just the minor score. So Mills bring it back into play. Quick from the kick in. Or direct from the kick, I should say, to 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻. Been in good form. Thought he was outstanding last week against Peter Wright in the win over the Dons. Bit of a fumble there from Sarong and a turnover. LDU. Oh, well done from Rowbottom. Gets there in time for the pick-off. Roberts now. Quick hands to Gulden. Shifts across here to Grundy. Not a great hand pass. Turnover here. Dylan Stevens, the former Swan, having a good season. 𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻 to Trembath. Finn O'Sullivan. Holds him up. Good smother from 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻. And let's hope he has a good performance in September. Dane 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐻, I think the experience will be important, especially with some of their outs. Yeah, good smother there from Dane. Stevens tackle from Gulden, umpire's ball. So O'Sullivan is on... No, he's not on Gulden, sorry. He's on Sarong. Looks like nobody running with Gulden. Going to be a block here against Grundy. So 𝐸𝐻𝐼's free. So another inside 50 for the Kangas. Bit of a wobbly old kick. Off the fingertips of a North forward. I couldn't see who it was. Kyle now. Well pressured from... Parker. Centering kick. That was from 𝐓𝐶𝐞, excuse me. That pressure. Dangerous ball here. McDonald flicks it back. 𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻 should goal, and he does. North of the first. So last few minutes haven't been, or last minute or so haven't been great from us. Just can't really get out of the back half of the minute. Good pressure there. Luke McDonald front and centre. Flicks the hands to 𝐸𝐻𝐼𝐻, and he gets the Kangas first. So Carl there just had to get rid of the ball a lot quicker than that. 𝐓𝐶 applied sufficient pressure. Maybe seemed to overrun the ball there a bit, and no one on 𝐼𝐵 as he snaps truly. So a bit of a 7-point play there for the Kangas. McDonald playing forward or something. He's getting quite adventurous up forward. So ball back in the middle. Grundy another tap, row bottom down to Gilden, centre clearance. Oh, that's a nice gather from Cleary. Can he hit a good kick? Oh, geez, he's lost his footing there a bit, Billy 𝐶𝐞. Chance to recover, good pressure. 𝐶𝐞 gets the ground ball, flicks it to 𝐼𝐵. High snapping ball. Does it have to purchase? I don't think it does. Bouncing ball, bounces backwards. Low, 𝐓𝐴, kick smothered. 𝐼𝐵 flicks it. 𝐼𝐵 clearing the 50 here for North. 𝐿𝐴 almost marks. Grundy with the spillage. Sam Wicks, not the long sleeves this week. 𝐶𝐞 back inside 50. Good hands from Jessie to 𝐼𝐵. Oh, let's see if Jessie can goal here. These last 2 weeks have been pretty positive. Port Adelaide and Essendon, granted they are some of the bottom teams, but he's been able to go. He's going to go for a left foot snap here, Jessie. One is non-preferred. Let's see if he can slot this one through. No, he's made a mare of it. Yeah, got to go to the drop punt there directly in front. Don't think 𝐓𝐶𝐞 will be too happy with that. Just the minor score it is. Yeah, no, Curno's I think already won it, so he can have his absolute stinker today and still win the Coleman. Not bad, but 𝐶𝐞 should bring it back into play here. 𝐶𝐶 back to Colby. Hemmed in, and now it goes long down the line here. And that's a really good mark from Will Dawson. Getting there as a second man. Down the line he goes. Small from Trenbarth. Grundy with another mop up. Back here to Dane Rampion. The veterans combining here. Harry Cunningham trying to go for a long switch here. Pretty ambitious kick, and it's going to be a last disposal free here. So yeah, another turnover in the back half from us. That seemed to be quite a bit of a theme last weekend's Essendon too. We're pretty sloppy moving the ball, so we're showing a little bit here early on. Finn O'Sullivan inside 50 now, and that's a little bit too easy. 𝐶𝐶 all alone in the pocket. Will be a bit of a tricky kick, but at best, or at worst, you'd think he centres the ball here, but maybe he backs himself. 𝐶𝐶 now, can he goal this? Well, he will centre the ball. Almost 𝐸𝐿𝐼 with the mark. Grundy again, he's ever at the minute. Not a good disposal though. 𝐼𝐵. What can he manufacture? Another centering ball here. It's a dangerous kick. No, nothing there for Darn. Looked like he got his head pulled off there, or he probably put a bit of mayo on it, but yeah, it doesn't look great. He's back up on his feet. Oh, 𝐿𝐴 out of the ruck. That was powerful. Hand pass no good, though. Hamling, 𝐶𝐶 just has to dump it out of there. Almost a turnover. 𝐶𝐞 mops up. Slapped forward now out of the 50. Need to try and win a contest out of the ball here. Wicks, good pressure. 𝐶𝐞 toe pokes it forward. Down the line it goes. This one will just stand here for McDonald. Yeah, loses his footing, but does well. Nudges it forward to 𝐶𝐞. That's going to be a last disposal free. Came off 𝐶𝐵's boot. So Billy 𝐶𝐞 getting a few touches early on. Inside 50. 𝐶𝐞 can't quite take it. Nice roving from Tatoli. High. Ooh, could have been there. No Sydney ruck here. So 𝐿𝐴 grabs out of the ruck. McDonald pressured well. Sheldrick breaks a tackle, Gus. Oh, geez, makes a meal of it. Out in the full. To be fair, it was a bit of a tricky angle and he was rushed, but has to do a bit better there. 𝐵𝐿𝐼. Stevens now from the free kick. Just short here to 𝐸𝐿𝐼. Short here to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. So Georgie Wardlaw, good to see him out in the park, not injured. Down the line he goes towards the contest. Good spoil from Rampy. Gain some metres on it, and we'll have a ball in here, just outside of forward 50. So 1 goal, 1 apiece here early on. North had a few stabs at it. Looking a little bit sloppy, but it's still early days. Green in the ruck here up against 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 the hit down. And he gets down and dirty with a hard ball get. And good hands from Simpkin to Stevens as they get the clearance here North down the line. It's a good kick. Finds Jack Darling. As he'll go back here to Hartman, the Western Australian. Well, I should say 2 Western Australians combining there. I actually don't know if Jack Darling's natively from Western Australia, but he was from WA, obviously. The 1-2 now. Down the line, Hartman's kick. Should be all Kyle's. Should be marking that. Hold it up okay, though. Or maybe not. Now the ball goes out. So they're a pretty high possession side, North Melbourne. And yeah, it feels like they're outpossessing us a little bit here. Pretty nice Sydney weather, 20 degrees, or touch under 20 degrees. Pretty nice weather here in Canberra too today. It's actually been a lovely weekend after a bit of rain here and there. Sherry tackled well. Sheldrick. Hands into space. Might be okay for Rowbottom. Ball in dispute though as Rowbottom tackles Daniel well. Have another ball up here. Yeah, I think so, Peter. They've made some good inroads this year and obviously won more games out of the bottom 4, so that's good. I think getting out of the bottom 4 was, yeah, definitely a positive if they were to do it this season. But, you know, they've left some wins out on the table. They've hurt themselves in a few losses. Cootie spent it before he earned it. Turnover here. Well, that's a bit of a badish hand pass from Comben to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. But he's able to mop up with some time and space. And a nice kick out in space to find Will Dawson. Back here now to Luke McDonald. It should be out the full. 𝐬𝐿𝐴 crushes over Tom McCartan. He's free. Now, it's going to be tricky, though. Like, if North are to make the top 8, it's... You know, who's going to be the teams on the down? I mean, I think we could maybe, who knows what happens next year, but maybe we could be on the down a little bit. I'm sure we'll still be a contender coming for finals, but let's just see what we do to finish off the season. You know, the Giants, their season couldn't have been much worse with injury. Yeah. Papley, nice roving there. And he's going to go from outside 50 here, pumps, but the kick's no good. Got plenty of perches on the kick. But it's across the face. So almost halfway through this quarter. Just 1 goal each for either side. Crows drop out. Yeah. They could. I mean, I still feel like they are a side a bit on the build. They've got some good young players. Sort of that under 25 cohort. You know, Keane and Curtin have missed a chunk of this year. Oh, bad fumble there from Curtis. Good stripping there from Hunnelly. Just has to tap that one out. Umpire's ball. Port Bowling's a good game. I was watching more of the women's game, but yeah, no, I caught the end of that. Pretty good win for a Port considering the outs. I mean, I did tip Essendon. No Horn Francis, no 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Obviously, all those outs. Much worse team than what they fielded against us. And when Merritt kicks that goal, you think, oh, they'll probably find a way and win it to the Dons. But kicked the last 2 of the game, so pretty spirited win from them. And even though they've bottom 4 this year, and they've been killed in injury, I still think they've made some good progress under Josh Carr. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 pops the hands. Does Logue now 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Blast inside 50. Good spoil from Cunners. Could mark this, and he will. The boy from Wagga Wagga with the intercept mark. Still going okay, Cunners. I think he's shown a bit of signs of rust this year, given he hasn't been in the full side. For the majority of this season, as we've preferred the likes of young Cole over him. Mills now, no fuss, long down the line here. I thought he maybe play a bit of midfield, Mills, but in defence he is. So, ball in here, centre wing. So another ball in here. Green nudges out, 𝐼𝐴 there. Somewhat okay. Now this could work. Hand pass in space, 𝐵𝐵. Over the top to 𝐼𝐴. Nice running. Oh, that's worked. 𝐵𝐵 now. Redeem yourself, son. Good man. Oh, he's a talented youngster. 𝐵𝐵 to 𝐼𝐴 as we get our second. Well, that was some ambitious hand passing there from the stoppage. We sort of just put it out into space. We had to rely on our runners to go and get it, and we made it work. And thanks for subscribing, 𝐵𝐵. Appreciate it, my friend. 𝐵𝐵, he's looked a bit energetic so far. Getting his hands on it, and to 𝐼𝐴 as well. See, I liked how, and also liked how Green sort of nudged out Dawson there a little bit. Didn't allow him to go to get that ground ball. It sort of allowed 𝐵𝐵 to go, or to 𝐼𝐴 to get the first possession, and away we went. Green up here against Dawson. He gets the hit out nicely done from Green. 𝐿𝐷𝐿 to 𝐿𝐷𝐿, and now to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 on the wing. Inside 50 now here for the Swans. Parker back with a flight. Well done from Curnow to 𝐼𝐴 with the rove. 𝐵𝐵, non-preferred. Kick is smothered. There's, oh, gee, Stevens under the cosh here a little bit. Oh, well, right, force the ball in. 𝐵𝐵 giving a bit of lip. Plenty of former Swans out there today. Luke Parker and obviously Dylan Stevens. Green against Dawson. Nice hit out from Green. 𝐵𝐵 just missed the rove, but a good tackle on O'Sullivan. Have another ball up here. So another ball up here. Green, another hit out. Well rove there. Now Dawson spanks it out of there. Geez, that's a massive kick. Oof, is there a bit of wind out there today? Darling taps it forward. Runs out of tarmac. So North will take that. Some territory gained. Ball in between the arcs. So Hardiman on 𝐵𝐵 there. And the ball in here. Dawson with the ground ball. Kick is smothered from Green. Looks like he copped one in the head. 𝐓𝐿𝐷𝐿 sort of went without it. 𝐿𝐷𝐿 getting in there too. Wardlaw, as always, head under the pill, tackled from Will Green. So another ball up here. Dawson with a head out into space. This could work nicely for Wardlaw. He tackles 𝐿𝐷𝐿 well. Another ball up here. Tap out from Dawson. Row from 𝐿𝐷𝐿. Cleared out of there. McDonald. Can he fly? He's going to get a front on free. He's in some form, McDonald, pushing 40 goals this season. Yeah, really been, I think a lot of Sydney supporters surely have been happy with his output as he now hits a good spot towards the wing. A little bit too easy. Shoulder on his lonesome, and now 𝐼𝐴, handball receiver. He's got miles of space. Inside 50 now. Deep kick for 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐷𝐿. Gets the grab. Roves it well. Sorry, should I say reads it well. The drop of the ball there. Ran it well against 𝐿𝐷𝐿 back with the flight. So 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐷𝐿. What was his last goal? I think his last goal's against Freo away. This is a very good chance to get a goal here. Obviously, the VFL boys too had a good win yesterday against Frankston. It was a pretty depleted side for Frankston, though, according to some reports I saw online. But big win it was. Let's see if 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐷𝐿 goals, and he does. The mid-season draftee from the other year ago as we get 2 in a row here. And 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐿 𝐵𝐿𝐿, 6 goals and 25 touches as well. He had a massive afternoon. I'm sure pushing selection this year. He's had a really good year in the VFL. But, yeah, although past 𝐵𝐿𝐿, our small forward cohort's probably one of our weak areas of our list. We've got plenty of youngsters through there now, really vying for spots. Obviously, 𝐸𝐿𝐷𝐿 and 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐷𝐿 in there today. So I think next year could be a big chance for 𝐵𝐿𝐿. I mean, if does he debut in the final, that'd be something. Anyway, nicely done. So it's another goal from a stoppage. 𝐿𝐷𝐿 clearance. McDonald free, and we're able to spread nicely there. 𝐿𝐷𝐿 just getting his hands on it. Good kick, advantageous to 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐷𝐿. So, ball back in the middle here. So, Rowbottom, Sheldrick, Goulden, Wardlaw, O'Sullivan, LDU. As he held there, Rowbottom, nothing given. Dawson with a follow-up. Just jams it forward. Good running from Wicks. Read it well. Oh, on the burst. Gives it out to Will Green. Goes inside 50 with this kick to the square. Grundy forward. And off hands, this one spills through for a minor score. Parker quick from the kick in. Goes short here to Hardiman. And that one just stays in play for 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Long down the line here for North. Towards midfield. Good mark. Harry Cole. As he wants to explore corridor with the kick. It's a risky one for 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Again, whew, how about that? Sheldrick this time bursting his way through. Inside 50. Good kick for Billy Cootie. And he plays on now. Nobody paying attention as Cootie's going to get another. Good stuff there from Billy. He started really well, Cootie. Getting his hands on it. He's now got a goal in this first term. Beautiful. Well, that's good. Yeah, it feels like we've come to play this first quarter so far. The Eagles are beating. Oh, yeah, we've got to get the other game going. When that starts, obviously, in because that's a 4:40 game, is it not? I mean, that's pretty ambitious. Oh, no, wait, no, it's 7:20. There you go. Obviously, because it's a Perth game. Yes, could you imagine if West Coast beat Hawthorn though? No top four of the Hawks. Well, it's a little bit too easy. Some of our goals have, well, that has been the issue for North Melbourne, sort of defending ball movement, defending transition. We've been able to, off the spread, to really outwork them. We're finding options a little bit too easy. So, need to dull in a little bit here, the Kangas, after we kicked the first. They probably had a pretty decent 5-minute patch, and well, they'll get the clearance here through McDonald on the ball, but it's not a great entry. Callum Mills with the intercept mark. Out of the 50 now and there again. Running power from us. Finding the uncontested mark. Over the top now. Grundy, Billy Cootie, Braden Campbell and game 100. 𝐬𝐴 keeps the ball in play. Lowers his eyes. Inside 50. Oh, geez, McDonald. Got to be marking that football, son. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Not a great hand pass. McDonald slaps it back into play. Good tackle from Campbell 𝐬𝐴. Good pressure. Good intensity. Good start. 4 goals, 3, 1 goals, 1. 6:15 to play till the end of the first stanza. Sherry to Logue. Bit of a hack kick there from O'Sullivan. Going to be holding free. Oh, advantage paid. Gordon's going to take it down the full. Line should be flag fades. Yeah, I think free on Brisbane in the box seat. And especially if Brisbane beat us week 1, they won't play each other in the prelim. It could be a Freo Brisbane grand final, most likely. Sullivan now getting adventurous through the corridor here. As he now blasts inside 50 here for the Kangas. Mills with the spoil. Got to watch out at ground level here. LDU mopping up into space here for 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Ball doesn't really set up from too well, but finally does. Over his head. Spargo tackled well from Hanley. And he's going to be pinhole on the ball. That's a bit unlucky for Spargo. Only really just got it, but he was spun around, to be fair. No, that's fair enough, Smith, mate. I mean, even with our full-strength side, I had many doubts on if we could really go all the way this season. You know, I think our best has been good enough, but we just haven't been able to sustain it enough against the best. But, you know, in grand finals of the players that we've had missing out, well, Chad in 22 is pretty solid, but they haven't really turned up, so let's just see what happens, eh? We've still had a pretty good year. I mean, Dean Cox has done well. We were a pretty average side last year, we've got to remember. So to get to second this year, it's been a pretty good effort. And holding free here for Campbell. Will we take the advantage? No, we can't. Has to come back here to Braden Campbell. You're going quite well. Thanks, Alex. Hopefully going well yourself. Got the advantage of the G, yeah. And they certainly do now. I mean, yeah, it was not long ago before they won that 24 flag that they were like us a little bit. They couldn't really win at the G too much. But yeah, pretty powerful win against the Pies. It was flat from Collingwood though, but it's understandable. Like they didn't have much to gain. To be fair, I still thought Fly would kind of be the coach that would rev him up a bit. But I mean, they kicked, what, 8 goals in the last quarter. High scoring affair. Inside 50 here for Papley. Grundy. Oh, just couldn't take it. McDonald now has possession. Flicks it to row bottom. He extracts it out. Good pressure here. McDonald tackled. Umpire's ball. Grundy and 𝐓𝐿𝐴. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 getting front position. 𝐓𝐿𝐴, good quick hands to McDonald as he blasts out of the 50 here for the Kangas. But it looks like, oh no, well done from Trenbath. Got there late and now out the back here for 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴, but not really many plays forward here for North, so they just have to hold it up. Now they get some numbers forward. Daniel, that kick works nicely here for Zach Bench. Inside 50 now, a deep kick. Does this work out the back here for Curtis? It does. Holds, and he goals. Much need for the Kangas after a few in a row from us. Mills just couldn't quite get on the end of that spoil. Bit of a trick one back with the flight. Was well done there from Trenbath. That was able to bring that to ground, and they got numbers forward there. North hold it up. Daniel's kick was good. Good kick from Bench. Mills probably has to do a little bit better there, but it was a good kick though. Well, I tell you, Grundy just had to bloody hold on to that mark. He had 90% of it. Well, he grabs out of the ruck again in the centre bounce. Lloyd. Yeah, blind hand pass turnover. Not the first time we've seen that this afternoon. Inside 50 here. McCartan back with a flight. They do well, the North forwards, to bring it to ground. Curtis for another. No, he's missed. At the post. So Cole now in the back pocket. Mills all alone, gives it now here to Dane Rampy. Down the spine, not the greatest kick. It's going to be all Zerha's. Kicked absolutely no one, really. And the Swans Guernsey. Now 𝐓𝐴 in defensive midfield. Back here to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. And now to 𝐶𝐿𝐵𝐵. Coming down the line with this kick. It's not a great one. Right down Tom McCartan's throat. And across here to Callum Mills. Nothing in the corridor, so has to shift back the other way and finds Roberts. Good running here from Brandon Campbell. He has the speed. He had to... Yeah, it's not a good kick. I mean, he had to just get a few more metres there. Parking out. In centre half back. Stumps a kick in the corridor for Spargo. Spargo now plays on. And it's a nice kick there to Curtis. So exploring the corridor here a little bit, the Kangas. Paul Curtis now towards half forward. Well done, Davies Junior. Good mark against Mills there. Still a long way from home. Let's see what he can manufacture inside 50 here. LDU, high ball up. Who can fly? Someone at ground level maybe. 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Grundy. Have the ball up here. Have it where they want it. The Kangas, a forward 50 stoppage. Oh, it's going to be high against 𝐓𝐴. Yeah, no, it's definitely there. So 𝐓𝐴 probably line up for 2 in a row here for North. Well, they've done better here the last few minutes, North. Chance to get this a tick under 2 goals with 𝐓𝐴, or just 7 points, I should say. Excuse me. If he goals here for his 13th of the season. Okay, well, it's going to be a short goal now, 50 metres. Yep, there it is. 2 in a row for North. I don't even know whether 50 at all. Maybe Roberts was given a bit of lip or something. Yeah, Yeah, a bit unlucky there for Brody. Got him a tad bit too high. Okay, Roberts just wandered a bit too close there to the protected area. Well, better from North, 2 in a row. Just, could probably get a little bit more from a few senior players, but, so a bit of ebbs and flows in this first quarter. 58 seconds, I suppose. Another goal wouldn't be too bad from us, but trying to concede another. He's clearly crossed the line there, Sherry. So advantage inside 50, but another turnover. No, Parker's dropped it. So chance here. 𝐼𝐶 slumps it forward to no one though. Low has to be clean. Oh, good pressure there from Papley. It's had a pretty good first term. The Pumps. 45 seconds to go. So 4:50 stoppage. Grundy, Papley, bit of a fumble. McDonald, Sherry, LDU, clearance. Feels like North are getting us in these stoppages a little bit too easy. Stevens, good hands to Trenbarth. Back the other way here. McCartan is the spare. Should mark that. It's all Liz. So 20 seconds. Can we go end to end? Mills. Into space here. Tom Manley. Cross here now to Sam Wicks. Oh, geez, fumble. Recovers though. Got to get it in there, son. Wicks. Inside 50 towards the direction of somebody, but more sport from Parker. Had a good first quarter. So, yeah, both sides showing a bit of flair forward. 3 goals to 4. Take the lead at quarter time. So this is a free. We'll do it for quarter time. There it is. 4 goals, 3 goals, 2. Quarter time. Well, I am liking we're getting a bit from the youngsters this first quarter. Especially 𝐼𝐶 and Totoli's gotten some runs on the board a little bit as well. Campbell's getting his hands on it as well. So that's a good sight to see. But, yeah, North as well having... They're showing a few plays as well. Tristan Sherry's got 9 disposals. McDonald getting a bit of time on the ball and forward a little bit. And then, yeah, Hardiman, Dylan Stevens, 7 and 6 disposals. Davies Uniacke with the 6. Clearances, 3 to Sherry, 3 to Luke McDonald. So, yeah, time on the ball from him. Sholdrick's done some okay things with 2 clearances and 2 for Brady Grundy. But, yeah, still pretty early days. Winning the inside 50s, though, 17 to 10. Although we are losing the clearances, 13 to 10. It's quite even. Contested ball +2 for the Kangas. Yeah, bit of had a bit of ebbs and flows, I suppose, that quarter. We had some attacks our way. North had theirs. 3 in a row was handy to get to a bit of a buffer, and then North with the last 2 of the quarter to bring it back to 7 points. But yeah, as I say, again, liking how we're getting a bit from the youngsters. Tolly. Cleary got the first goal. Not Philippou, sorry. 𝐼𝐶 as well. 9 touches, a goal. 230 metres gained as well. Score involvements leader is Papley with 3, so he's also having a bit of his say. Wicks with 2 score involvements, intercept possessions. Already 5 for 𝐼𝐶. McCartan's got 4. Contested possession leader 8 for Tristan Sherry. Gulden with the 6 disposals. Feels like, Simpkins putting a little bit of time into him. So not quite, he's not quite on track to hit his straps of 40 disposals, which is what he's up and about with at the moment, Gordon, but don't need all the touches in the world. Yeah, Grundy's doing pretty well, especially in the centre bounces. He's grabbing out of the ruck a couple of times against Sherry. 7 hit-outs to 6 his way as well. But he's fighting well. Sherry's got down and dirty though. He's already got 8 contested possessions. Well, 9 disposals and 8 of them are contested. Simpkins started well with a goal and 6 disposals. But yeah, no, bit of an even first quarter, it feels like. We're probably showing a bit more quality with our running power and execution, although we've had a bit of turnovers here or there. North, no, pretty high possession side as they are, winning the disposals by 11. But yeah, we do have 7 more inside 50, so get more field position too. And yeah, that some of the forward pressures look really strong as well, tackling well. Definitely feels like we've turned up in terms of energy for this game. But yeah, I think effort's been good, but yeah, probably a little bit at times that the sharpness has been down a little bit, obviously, without a few of the important plays for us. So that's probably what's going to happen. Put a Gridley marker down. Yeah, see if I can beat the benchmark, mate, that you'll put up. Yeah, no, it's fair enough, Peter. I mean, we could maybe get a run on. Who knows? North could as well. But no, I'm pretty happy with the effort so far. And we do have some pretty close games against North as well, Peter, in the past. It seemed to be a bit of the theme when we play the Kangas, especially in Melbourne more so. $14.7 for the Gridley, bettable one, but it's slipping its over. Yeah, no, I can't be too cute like last time. Absolutely had in the bag with some good guesses, then stuffed it up. That's what happens with Gridley sometimes. You be too clever and then you actually don't get the answer bloody correct. Right, well, underway almost for the second quarter. It's been, yeah, I think the pressure and the intensity's been pretty sound so far, like what I am seeing. Probably could do better with some bit of execution. We've had probably a few too many turnovers, but look, it is what it is. Underway for the second term. Mills in and under, out here to Grundy, gets the clearance. Oh, no, somehow works. Campbell to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, inside 50. This one will have a bounce. Works for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, getting his arm pulled. Good tackle from 𝐻𝐿𝐼, to be fair. Yeah, no, on the ball. I mean, it's a legal tackle. Looked like he's going to cause about to rip 𝐻𝐿𝐼's arm off for a sec. Parker now, clearing out of the 50 here. Good spoil from Cunners. 4.5 turnover. Need to make it work. Campbell, good evasion. Here to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Now, he can straighten up here, I reckon, 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐵, but no. Misses there. Just sneaks in for a minor score. Unlucky there. Going to the younger players. Roberts, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Campbell getting involved in that chain. So, already the first 2 inside 50s of this second term. Not even a minute into the quarter. Corner out of the 50. Towards the back of players. Larkey overhead. Couldn't quite take it. Grundy now. Back here to Sheldrick. Into space to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Back here to Roberts. He lands into space here for Braden Campbell. He's got the toe, Braden. How about that for speed? That's way too easy. Campbell kicks a short goal. Geez, poor old Parker there. Got burnt for pace. And nice from Campbell. He started well. Again, the youngsters getting involved here. That's what we like to see. Out to 14 points. Get the first a minute into the quarter. Well, I felt like Sheldrick's hands was a bit of a nothing one, but it worked into space. And nice from Roberts there. Hands over the top. Into the space of Campbell. Yeah, so some of the hand passing has looked really good into space. Obviously, the goal earlier in the first term with 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼 and 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼 combining, that was a clean one too. So it's been a little bit hit and miss, but when we are hitting them, we're looking good. So get the first here out to 14 points. Full back in the middle here, Grundy and Sherry. Grundy with a hit out. Looked like it was a well read from 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Sherry gets it, but not a great hand pass. It was Shark from Sarong. Inside 50. Tricky bounce there for McDonald. Papley now gets on the end of the road. Gives it in ball to 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼. Quick shot at goal. Hits the post. Unlucky there. Minor score. Well, that was quick from the centre bounce. Parker now to bring it back into play. 10 touches for Grundy and Sherry, and then 𝐴𝐷𝐼 with 9. Parker to bring it back into play here. Stubs a short one here for Colwyn McKercher. And now just inboard here finds O'Sullivan. Back here to Colby. Chip it nicely here north through the middle of the ground. 𝐓𝐶. Zerha now towards the direction of Darling. Good spoil from Hamling. Go to tackle well from 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼. Well done there. Another tackle stuck. Good to see. So another ball up here. Sherry grabs out of the ruck. Didn't look like a disposal there. Sarong to Grundy to Rowbottom. Clearance forward of centre. Now a chance for Curnow. Can't take the mark. Good roving from Lloyd. Oh, geez, he's got a bit of pace, Lloyd. He works the hands. Fumble from 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼. Gives it back to Jake Lloyd. Have a shot, son. Snapping shot. There's a goal. Good stuff from Jake Lloyd. And he gives it to the crowd in a positive way. Not a negative way. Christ. I'm not saying he's giving them the finger or something. Well, 2 in a row. Good start this second quarter. 6 goals, 5 plays, 3 goals, 2. Well, a few fumbles there, but we're good enough to recover. Again, the defensive pressure from North not good enough. But we'll take the goal happily through Jake Lloyd. Always love to see when he's up and about kicking a snag. Any preference? Well, it's pretty much Brisbane. I mean, I think Hawthorn win, but they'll have to win by about 130 points if they are to get it done, to play us, which probably... I mean, are they good enough to do it? I'm sure West Coast have some sort of resistance to not allow it to happen. But, yeah, no, Lloyd will get to probably 296 games, if we go out in straight sets, that is. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, he'll play next year and get to 300, which is a great story for Lloyd. 300 games on the rookie list, doesn't come often. Sheldrick now off the hands to Kyle. Back here to Sarong, back here to Kyle. Bit of an adventurous hand pass, but it works okay to Mills. Now over the top here to Rowbottom. Good hands here. Grundy back here to Rowbottom. The 1-2. Rowie hacks it on the shoe. Papley reads it well out in front. Starting a motor now. Another rebound from halfback as well. So, yeah, North not dealing with it too well so far this game. Oh, there you go. Exactly 98 points. Well, saying on the broadcast on Friday night, it's pretty much going to have to be triple figures, the margin, if they are to play Sydney Hawthorn. Will be tough for the Hawks, though. They'll play Freo away, and if they were to lose that game, given Geelong will finish 5th, they might get the Cutters in a cutthroat semi. Papley kicks truly down the spine. It's been a great start to this second term. Starting now to see a bit of the execution, given the effort was really good this first quarter. Up to 27 points. But, yeah, I mean, I think we were sort of fortuitous there. A few hand passes missing the target, but, hey, good running. Works well enough out running this Kangas side. Papley's up and about. Kicks his first. For looking vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we'll see what happens come September. They're pretty inexperienced side. I'd like to see them. It'd be cool to see them go all the way, but that's still going to be tough. I mean, they haven't lost at home this year. Going to be tough to beat come finals, and they won't be mucking about. They've been so good this year on, when the game's been in balances to arm wrestle their way through. They're tough as nails, contested side. That doesn't really feel like got much of a soft underbelly too. Again, from the centre bounce, we hit a target. 𝐼𝐴, good kick to find Charlie. And the Coleman medal winner, of course, 𝐼𝐴, can kick his first of this afternoon. Oh, Charlie 𝐼𝐴 around the corner. Let's see what he can manufacture here. Snapping shot from 𝐼𝐴. Kicks on its way, and it's true. Charlie 𝐼𝐴 with his first, the Coleman medal winner. And now out over 30 points. This has been a really good start to this game. We've been explosive. We've been clean. We're hitting targets well. Geez, 2023 kicked 81 goals. Pretty good effort. Yeah, you think they'll click it to gear a bit come September, spit. Just join us, lads. Second quarter currently underway. Sydney taking on the Kangas. Goals 5 to 3 goals 2. Been a really good start this second quarter. Dawson and Grundy go on it. Sarong slams it on the shoe. Another centre bounce clearance, but it's ineffective as it's picked off here from 𝐼𝐴. So not really any time on the ball for Clear, which is a shame. It's really just been Rowbottom, Gordon, bit of Sarong through there too. Down the line now from Stevens. Almost marked from Grundy. Cole mops up okay. Now back the other way, but it's a turnover here. Griffin Logue's free. Ball, I should say. Back here now to Hardiman. No, sorry, that's 𝐴𝐿. Just works it in board here to Wardlaw. To 𝐸𝐴𝐿. Oh, bad kick there. Turnover. Braden Campbell's ball. And now here to Gordon. Amber receive out the back here. Logan can't quite take it. It's going to be front on free. Oh, geez, again, it just feels a little bit too easy there. Our running power's been excellent, but Christ, I think our North supporters won't be too happy with some of their defensive pressure. But good running there. And yeah, that's clearly front on there. 𝐴𝐿 just he didn't really have much else to do. Had to try and make it work. Logan McDonald now to kick his first of the afternoon. Pushing 40 goals this season. Kicks truly. He's been one of our best goal kickers in terms of accuracy. It's another here. It feels like it's a bit of this Port Adelaide second quarter when we played against them. It's becoming now a bit of an onslaught here. It's out to 39 points after only being up by 7 at quarter time. 9 goals 5 to 3 goals 2. North yet to score this quarter. But again, it's another goal from back half turnover this time. Well, North, I mean, they've been trying to take the game on. Like, they've been aggressive. They're taking corridor. They're not at least being safe and boring. They're trying to work their way up the ground. But we're alert there. Good stuff there from McDonald. 2 for a last 3. Yeah, I suppose. But look, if they're good enough. If they're good enough, they'll just stay. They'll stay in Perth until the G. And they're in the granny. Rowbottom, a good tackle there in LDU. So Sheldrick getting something looked at. Hopefully he's okay. Sherry the hit out. Rove nicely from Tatoli. Handball towards the direction of Roberts. Tackled instantly from Hardiman. Bench also applies the pressure as well. Umpire's ball. So 5 goals 2 to 0 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. It's another ball up here around the in the middle. Sherry the hit down. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 clearance. North gets some field position here, but 𝐼𝐗𝐿 can't take the mark, but looks like he was held there against McCartan. So now you get some sort of response here. You'd think the Kangas, 𝐼𝐗𝐿's probably a little bit far away from shooting range, but he will set it up as he does so to the mouth of the goal. And this one touched through for a minor score. Mills will bring it back into play. So that's the first score of this quarter for North, and it's a rush behind after it's been a 5-goal quarter so far for Sydney. Mills will bring it back into play from the kick-in. Short here now to Gulden. Gulden now plays on. This one pokes, a bit of a trick on for Sarong, but he reaches the half volley okay. Row bottom now. Nope, that's a trick on from McCartan. Keep it in, son. Oh, geez, the ball doesn't sit up for him. Last, I suppose, a free. So North will lock it in here. Ground ball gets this quarter 13-1. North have just been completely smashed this quarter, but they need to get back into the game here. Is this their chance to through Wardlaw again? Probably a little bit too far from home. Could give this a bit of a wallop, who knows? Suppose the smart thing to do will be centre the ball, and he does so. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 to fly. Couldn't take it. Good roving from bench. Played for the high. Play on. Mills. Strips of it. Hamling to Lloyd. Looking like we'll clear it, and we do through Jakey Lloyd. Cleary reads the drop of the ball well there against Goda. Just has to not fumble, and he does okay. Cleary twisting, turning. Goes back in board here to Harry Cunningham. To Wicks. Takes a bounce. Has the pace here against O'Sullivan. Takes 2 bounces, takes 3 bounces. Keeps on going here, the boy from Manly. Now towards half forward. And that's a bit of a Sam Wicks old kick, almost out in the full. But they'll do. We get a 450 stoppage from it. Oh, jeez, it's going to be tough against Brisbane, dark horse, mate. Very tough. And they match up well against us too, so I suppose we'll see what happens. Sherry with the head out. Into space, to not really any North players. Strong almost overruns it. Lloyd, tackle well from O'Sullivan, probably ball there. No, looks like got a hand pass away, fair play. Strong back here to McCartan, now to Gulden. Inside 50 with this kick. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 couldn't quite take it. Did he get? Yep, an arm chop free there it is. I thought he got dealt high there, but it's marking infringement. So free here to 𝐼𝐗𝐿. Let's see if he can slot a second here. But I do wonder for Brisbane, like, there's been plenty of talk about their defensive profile this year. Like, they've conceded a lot more points than their premiership seasons, and sides have been able to kick big scores against them. I still think we've got some talent in the park to kick a pretty sufficient score, but, you know, Brisbane, when their contest and pressure's on, they have some very good defensive performances, to be fair, but I suppose we'll see. They've got the experience, though. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 for his second goal, right behind this one. Kicks on its way, doesn't really swing back the right way as it sneaks in for a minor score. 9 goals, 6 to 3 goals through. Yeah, it's hard not to see it, Smith, especially with the matchups eventuate probably. Okay, 50-metre penalty here. Don't know what it was for. I think it was against Campbell. Anyway, North go quick here. Oh, bad fumble there from Wardlaw. Coughs it up. Turn over here. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 doing some defensive work. Back the other way now. Finds Totoli. Good hands here. Oh, no. 𝐤𝐿 spent it before he earned it. But we've got some forward runners here. Just have to tap it forward, but we can't. Wardlaw mops up okay. Fumble from Stevens. Look how many numbers we've got here. Cross like bees around the honeypot. Good tackle there from Cleary. Umpire's ball. Green hits it down. Gulden playing for the hole, not going to get it. LDU in and under. Bench over the top here to McDonald. Flicks it over to 𝐼𝐗𝐿. He's tackled well from Campbell. Great pressure. Geez, this has been some sort of quarter. Not necessarily the slick football we're playing, but the pressure and the contest, it's been fantastic. Head down from Will Green. Fumble though from Sheldrick. Good hands from Daniel. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 takes on a tackler, row bottom, does okay, hand pass into space, but well done there from 𝐼𝐴 no. Mills crushed into each other. Now so, well done there from Trembath. Spun himself out of trouble, wobbly kick inside 50, dealt nicely from Lloyd, and this one will carry through for a minor score. Well done there from Jakey Lloyd. Lloyd now quick from the kick in. Finds Joel Hamling. 27 to 14 inside 50s, so it was 17 to 10 at quarter time. So 10 to 4 inside 50s our way this quarter. Lloyd now short here to 𝐼𝐴. Pressured from Parker. 𝐼𝐴 back here to Cunners and now to Mills. Wardlaw trying to apply some pressure, but we work the hands nicely. Goulden is on preferred. He'll want it back here, I reckon, as he will get it from 𝐼𝐴 𝐿𝐷RIC. Goulden now on his favoured left. Lowers the eyes inside 50. What on from 𝐵𝐻𝐪 there. Got there just in time. Totoli's hand pass no good. 𝐵𝐶𝐞. Now to McDonald and now to Hardiman. On his favoured left. Measures up and finds Daniel. So can North get a bit of efficiency going here? They're just really struggling to connect here by foot. It's another turnover. Curdy under the pump though. Well done from 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Charging his way through is Curtis. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 holds up okay. Lloyd tackled well from Spargo. Umpire's ball. Oh, bloody, that's easily high on Green. Christ, it's getting stronger hold there. Will Green will be his ball. Green's done some nice things this game so far, liking some of his hit-out work. Have a good crack against Dawson. Probably does come out, though, most likely for... it's looking apparently 𝐼𝐴 could be the man to come in for the first qualifying final. God, that'll be fun. An injury-riddled Joel 𝐼𝐴 heading into a final. I might have to fire up the inanimate carbon Ron Simpson's means for that one again. 𝐵𝐶𝐞 now. This should sit nicely for bench. He does well. Good slips catch mark. Still seeking the first goal of the quarter here, North. They'll give it to Colin 𝐵𝐶𝐞. Oh, geez, he wasn't expecting it. Fumble there. Does well to break the tackle. Gives it back into bench. Message up with a kick to find Luke McDonald. Getting some time on the ball today so he can... Well, it's a good angle for a left footer, I suppose. Yeah, that's fair enough, Dark Horse, mate. Hey, it's a home final. It is a home final, so we'll have the home field advantage. We've been tough to beat at home this year, so... See what happens, I guess. Luke McDonald now. Can he slot this one through? On a favoured left boot. Kicks on its way. Swings back. No good. But Trembath marks on the line. Or is it rushed through? So the umpire says. Okay, it's a minor score. It's gone past the line. Yeah, it's gone past. Well, it's unlucky there, Trembath. So North still yet to get a goal this second quarter. But the last few minutes have been a bit better, the Kangas, getting some inside 50s their way. Ramping up the pressure around the ball a little bit. Mills now to bring it back into play. There's a nice little fake and we'll switch direction with the kick in. Going to Cunners back in now to Callum Mills. Down the spine we go towards the direction of 𝐼𝐴. Taps it down. Good roving from Papley. Measures his kick inside 50. Not well enough. Just couldn't quite find Totoli on the full there as North rebound the other way. Combin to Dylan Stevens on the wing. So Stevens will go long down the line with this one. And it's going to be picked off there from Joel Hamling. Wasn't a great kick. Yeah, well, it looks like Hamling is going to be the guy come finals time. Again, really loved this game last week against Essendon. Down the line, we go with a kick. Drop mark from Dawson. Roberts tackle well from Stevens. Ball out though for a ball in front of the interchange bench. 7 minutes until half time. Hey, this will be a little bit of a win if we can try and get North goals for this quarter, I suppose. So another ball in here. Grundy gets front position, head down to Gulden, head pass over his head. 𝐼𝐷 spinning himself out of trouble. Quick hands here from the Kangas. Hardiman to Daniel. Back here to Hardiman. Can't quite find the kick in the corridor. And then it try and outwork us here. But this one, well done from Cleary. Maybe holding free. No, nothing given there. 𝐼𝐷. Turnover there. That's a bad turnover. 𝐼𝐵 reads it well. Hits it into the pocket. Can't quite find Papley there. But we'll take a ball in here. Yeah, hard to argue against that, Peter. So 12-6 inside 50s his second term. Favour of us. Tomlin forward half, 61 to 39%. Grundy taps it down. Who can get this one? Grundy and ground level goes in again. Sarong out here to the Pupster. He's just going to go for a long centre and kick. The Pupster. Oh, geez, not a bad effort. Thought that might have stuck through. Minor score it is. 9 goals, 7 to 3 goals, 5. Parker quick from the kick in. Short here to 𝐼𝐷. Now back to Luke Parker. Inboard, Caleb Daniel just gets it there. Plays on quickly now. Handball back to 𝐼𝐷. Nothing to go to, so he just has to go back here to Caleb Daniel. And now down the line with this kick. Tries and puts it in an advantageous one there for 𝐼𝐵. Last disposal free. Yeah, North are just really struggling to get any sort of rebound in their game this second quarter, and that's where they've been good. The ball movement and the execution, really challenging teams these last 6 weeks, but they've really struggled this quarter. Rampy now, out across here to Caden Cleary up the ground. And now here to Tom Hanley. Corridors on here for Sheldrick. It's a back kick from Hanley. Got to be in that target in AFL football. Turnover. But looks like got numbers to impact this contest. Rampy back the other way. Callum Mills floating hand pass. Got to be quick here. Campbell. Fumble. Rampy. Head over it. Campbell extracts it from the contest well. Back to Gulden. Dumps it inside 50 towards the pocket. Logue though out positions 𝐼𝐵. And he'll clear here for the Kangas. And that's going to be a marking infringement free against Cleary. So 𝐼𝐷 down the line. Spoil. Good hands from Gulden. Back here to Campbell. Another fumble from Braden. Now to Mills. Mops up well. Back inside 50. 𝐼𝐵's outnumbered. Good spoil from Combin. 𝐼𝐷 going to get another disposal here in the back 50. Here to 𝐼𝐷. Can I hit a target here, North? They finally can. To Parker. Trying to find something in the corridor here. To Daniel. Low flat kick. Well, tricky one there for O'Sullivan. He has a fumble too. Just a hand pass into dispute. Good clash of heads there between, I think that was Hanley and also Daniel. North win the contest though. Now here to O'Sullivan. Flicks the hands over the top here to 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐺. Can they hit a target inside 50 here? Bench. Yes, they finally can. That's better from North. And can Bench, the young small forward, finally kick North's first this second term. Well, really good effort in that passage of play from both sides, to be honest. And let's see if Zach Bench can kick this goal for the Kangas. It's on its way. Swings back the right way. And he kicks truly. He's had a decent game so far, Zach Bench. Finally, North get their first of this second quarter. So 3.5 minutes to play until the main break. 5 goal to 1 quarter it's been. Yeah, good contest there between Hanley and Daniel. And they finally get a bit of execution forward of centre, the Kangas, after it's been a rarity this quarter. 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐺, good kick there inboard. Could just blast it away there. So, ball back in the middle here. Grundy with the hit out. Battling well against Sherry as he follows up well. Gets the kick away. Oh, good courage there. I think that was from Hardiman. North defence mop up okay and clear here through Comben. It's a good kick for Wardlaw, but he lost his bearings. Recovers okay. Oh, shrugs off 𝐓𝐴𝐿 Rowbottom there well, and they get it forward here, the Kangas. Inside 50 now. Darling against Mills. Darling plays on, and it's a 2 in a row for the Kangas. That's much there for North. Well, that was... they made hard work of it there, the Kangas via George Wardlaw. Lost his bearings with marking on the wing, drops his lollies, takes on a would-be tackler of Rowbottom and absolutely burns him to the ground. He's a tough tackler, Rowbottom. Fair play from Wardlaw there. And able to jam it forward, jack it forward to Curtis. He goes deep to one-on-one, and yeah, Mills on Jack Darling there. It's a tough one for Millsy, the bigger body of Darling. Having a good season though, Jack Darling, as he gets his first of the afternoon. Another red time goal, to be fair, from us. Not ideal. Seemed to be conceding some late here against the Roos. That was the case in the first quarter. Ball back in the middle here. Sarong to 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick. That will be on the ball. Good tackle from Wardlaw. So the gears now start to turn a little bit North Melbourne's way. Getting a good response in the contest. Umpire's ball. 2:40 till half time. Rowbottom, tackle ball from Sherry. Umpire's ball. Sherry grabs the ruck, reads it better than Grundy. Inside 50 here for the Kangas. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐷. Good roving there from 𝐵𝐻𝐪. Runs out of tarmac though. That one goes out of bounds. So 4:50 stoppage here for the Roos. Last 5 minutes been a lot better from them. Getting a response around the ball, getting some field position. As we've start to be a little bit fumbly a little bit. Sherry hits it down. 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick. Just a bit of a nothing kick. Geez, that's actually going to be paid 15. It's a good centering kick for Drembath. Almost marked it. Cunningham to Cole to 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick. Wicks. It's good pressure there from North. Strong with the defensive spoil. Out of bounds. So 26 points in favour of the Sydney. They've done better here, North. Still a margin, definitely capable of getting back in the game. Pressure factor, there you go, 135 to 195 in North Melbourne's favour. So we've definitely looked to beat off here with our effort. 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick tackled well from Wardlaw. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐷 tackles. Sarong will have another ball up here. Grundy with the head out. 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick whacks it forward to Tolley. Nice little spin move. Works to Sarong. Back here to 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick. Kick over the top. Does it sit nicely here for Campbell? It does. Has to be a bit ambitious here. No one really there to aid him. And it's a turnover. Parker to 𝐿𝐷ill. Flicks the hand pass in board to �McKercher. Trying to work his way out of trouble. Those are right. Good pressure there again from Wicks. And Campbell taken over. That should be holding there on Campbell. Nothing given. Grundy hits it down. Well read from Wardlaw again. He's having a good second quarter. And 𝐿𝐷iU getting in the game a bit now. Inside 50 towards the direction of Darling. McDonald. Back with the flight. He's swung into defence here late this quarter. Well done. So a minute to go here. Just need to get in the halftime sheds. Suppose not conceding another. That'd be handy. Grundy is the reference point down the line. Totally tackled from 𝐿𝐷iU. Another ball up here. Sarong having a good term. In and under 𝐓𝐿𝐷rick, and now a clearing kick from Rowbottom. Not really advantageous to anybody in particular. And it'll be last disposal free. So Combin with the free kick. We'll go back here to 𝐼𝐴, And 𝐴 now long down the line with this kick. Sherry outworks Grundy to get to the mark. So still some time here for North to maybe get one last chance. 𝐴𝐡𝐞. Now 𝐴𝐷𝐞 with the kick. Robon with the smother. And now 𝐵𝐷𝐿𝐼. Works to Grundy. Maybe we could have one last chance. Grundy. Use the hands inboard. 𝐵𝐷𝐿𝐼. Does he see him? No, he's just going to blast away. Inside 50. Combin well defended. A few seconds to go here. Get out of trouble North pretty nicely. So it's been a good last 10 minutes here from the Kangas. And there is half-time. 26-point favourite of Sydney. But yeah, definitely the quarter won by the Swannies. What an electric first 10 minutes that was. Kicking 5 goals to zip. Looked like the game could have gotten out of hand. But North have pulled it back to a respectable, gettable margin, 26 points. Again, like the first term, the effort, probably apart from the last 10 minutes, has been really good. Stacking tackles well, hunting in packs. Pressure's been great, especially in the front half. And yeah, no, that's a really good sign to see. Clearances, we were losing at quarter time, winning that contested ball. We're smashing North earlier that quarter. We're now plus 10 for the half after, I think, -2 at quarter time. So a lot of the important numbers in our favour. But yeah, last 10 minutes definitely went down a few notches in terms of the pressure, as North were able to kick a few in a row. But yeah, considering the circumstances, pretty content with that half of football. After a quiet first quarter, I think the likes, especially Josh Strong's having a pretty good half of football, getting his hands on it, 13 disposals, time on the ball, 8 of those contested. Grundy having a good half, been able to grab it out of the rack a couple of times, 10 contested possessions himself. 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼 getting his hands on it too, 14 touches and a goal, 1 goal too though. Loved Campbell's goal earlier that quarter, but absolutely burnt Luke Parker for pace. But no, that was a fantastic, probably first 15 minutes of that quarter. Absolutely running on top of the ground and burning the Kangas to a bit of a crisp, but they've responded in the contest, likes of LDU and Wardlaw as well. They've had some pretty handy quarters. But yeah, no, can't fault the effort though for the most part this half. The effort's been really good. And yeah, second quarter, 1 goal, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals it was. And then North have jagged 2 in the last couple of minutes of that quarter to bring it back to 26 points. But yeah, pretty happy with how we're going. Pressure has been pretty solid for the most part. Tackling well. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens this second term if we maybe put the 𝐞 in a rack a little bit, drop off in intensity. Wouldn't shock me. But no, good half of football. But yeah, alongside praising Josh Sarong and Jesse 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼 and Grundy Rowbottom, he's got 8 tackles for the half. Only the 8 disposals, but he's been an important presence on the ball. Goulden with 17 touches, a more impactful quarter from him. Callum Hill's been quite solid back there. I know he got outbeat 1-on-1 against Jack Darling, but he's been a pretty important focal point in defence for us so far. 16 touches for him. Tom McCartan been pretty solid on Nick Larkey. He's been quite well held, yet to kick a goal for the game. Of course, Cootie had a really good first quarter. Bit of a quieter second term, but he's got 12 touches in the goal at half time. Pretty good stat line, even if it was at full time, I suppose. Sheldrick, I think he's using it quite okay. I know that's been his downside, Gussie, some of his disposal, but some of his hands have been good, especially into space. Cleary getting his hands on a little bit too. He's been okay. Nothing crazy, but it is nice to see we're getting a bit of something from these young players, the likes of 𝐴𝐷𝐿𝐼 and Billy Cootie, and Will Green's had some nice hit out work too. Tommy Huntley getting his hands dirty, okay. He's got just the two tackles to be fair, but he's shown some moments as well. Jake Lloyd 9 disposals, Papley 9 and 1 goal too. But yeah, considering our outs, a pretty solid effort. I think the collective effort more so with the intensity has been very, very good. So, as they're getting a bit of a standing ovation as they come off the ground. But yeah, better quarter, better last 10 minutes. That quarter, as we say again, from North, likes of Wardlaw, LDU, Sherry, get plenty of contested possessions. He's on 13 touches, 11 of them, I should say, excuse me, are contested. 𝐓𝐴𝐞 as well. He's been pretty busy through the middle, doing a bit of a tagging role as well. He's on 13 disposals. And then, 34 to 21 inside 50, so getting a lot of field position our way. Some of the transition from the back halves looked really good and running North off their feet. So a bit of the usual strengths from us coming to the fore a bit, that half a footy. Anyways, lads, I'll load up a Gridley and it's going to take a whiz as well. So what was it again, Smith, if you're still in the chat? Have to see what it was again, what we have to beat. 14.7, let's see if we beat that, I suppose. I'll be back in a sec, lads. But no, half has been pretty content. All right, I'm back, lads. It's just joined us, half time. 9 goals 7, 5 goals 5. Do a Gridley at half time, as we always like to do. It's a Hawthorn and West Coast team one. Obviously, they play later tonight. Big game for the Hawks. If they win, they will go and retain their spot in the top 4. Geelong currently in 4th place in the minute. All right, well, let's see. There we go here, Hawthorn, West Coast. Xavier Ellis. Yeah, he play again. It's like 2000 and, yeah. Okay. Let's go just a random player then, I guess. Let's go 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Always like to go with him for a bit of a smoky. 0.4. West Coast team, mate. Oh, jeez. Got to have a bunch of uniques in the gun, so I've got to burn in with mateys and 90s. Yeah, fair enough, mate. 14.7 is pretty good. So I can't go with anything too unique, I guess. Yeah, I mean, let's just see what happens, I guess, Linda. I mean, I haven't really invested a whole heap of time into it because rumours float around, etc. It's what it is, but look, we'll see what happens, I guess. It does suck, though. They're out for the rest of the year, but I think it was the right thing for the club, given it's all under investigation and shit. I go from the Eagles, because, yeah, I think Xavier Ellis would have been there in the twilight of his career, so when did he play? 2016, was it? When did 𝐓𝐿 𝐎𝐥𝐝 retire? 2014. I'm going to give it a crack. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, jeez. Why do I do stupid guesses? Christ. 2014, 2016 West Coast. Tom Cole. 0.3. 15 grand final players. Xavier Ellis. Sean Makers, maybe. 30%. 15 grand final player, 100 plus games played. Premiership player. Leave the 15 grand final players, I suppose. Premiership player for West Coast. Drew Banfield, I know, is one. 0.6. That'd be a bit lower. Hawthorn Premiership player. Maybe Brad Sewell. 0.4. 100 plus games played for Hawthorn. Now they didn't have to do it for Hawthorn necessarily. So we could go like Ben McGlynn. Let's go with Benny McGlynn. 0.4. West Coast, 100 plus games played. Could go one of the new guys like Graham or Liam Baker or something. Nick Nuts. Yeah. Could go Nick Nut. I mean, there's a lot of options for West Coast, I suppose. James Bateman cost me 4%. Oh, jeez, and they're doing bloody more news on the fucking... I can't get away from the bloody news, Christ. Load up Twitter and that's all I see. Bloody Tom Morris giving news and all that. Oh, jeez. Maybe 15 grand final player. Come on. Have to think, Riley. $15 final player. Let's just go David Hale. 2%. Alright, so what are we on in the minute? 5, 6, 7%. Okay. Premiership player, 15 grand final player. Fuck. 𝐬𝐿𝐴𝐴. Maybe Liam Shields, could he be one? I think he played in the Premiership. Okay, nice, 1%. Okay, West Coast, 100 plus games played. What are we on? 5, 6, 7, 8%. So we can't get anything under 6%. All right, come on. Surely we can think of like a good option here. Oh, it does hopefully go well, mate. Been ages, man. Yeah, no, going good, thanks, man. Hopefully good yourself, man. Been a tough week for the Swans. Yeah, exactly right, mate. You know, it's pretty sad here in the news, but a lot worse going on in the world, mate. You know, it is what it is. Not much you can do as supporters, to be fair. You got to stick fat. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, I suppose. Who's like some good Eagles options? Think like recent retirees. Nah, that's a bit too obvious. Let's go. Maybe Brad Shepherd could be a shout. Yeah, nice. All right, there we go. Cool. 9.4, not a bad crack, 𝐓𝐴𝐸. I know you got 14.7, but that's pretty good. That's probably one of my better grids. That's the most popular. Well, there you go. I would have gotten the most popular 𝐓𝐴 3%. I could have gone with absolutely anybody. I thought that maybe could have been a 10%er there. Oh, pretty decent. Only one blue is good. Yeah, I mean, usually I do alright on the grids, and then I'll seem to stuff them up here or there in some shape or form. So, well, let's have a quick look at the live latest here. If North do lose this game, they will retain pick 5 in the draft, and there's some pretty good, apparently some really good draftees in the top 5 echelon. And then the Suns, obviously they don't have their first round pick. That's tied to the Demons, so they'll be having. Well, they'll sort of be cheering on the Kangas to win this game, because if that's the case, they'll get pick 5 in the draft. Yeah, that's pretty crazy for the D's. They've had such a good year. They've got currently pick 5. Yeah, they've currently got the Suns first, and they've also got pick 13. Cracking open a bit of the sparkling water, gents, sorry. Like Zach Bailey, who should the Crows go after? I think Bailey would be such a good target. It's another match winner, another game breaker into that Adelaide midfield. That's probably what they're lacking a little bit. I mean, they've got some pretty handy players to that midfield, the likes of Dawson and Rankin and stuff, but it still feels like they're probably another elite mid or two short. I know Bailey isn't a full-time midfielder, but he's been playing a lot of time with the ball this year, to be fair. And a great add, some good. It'd work well with the likes of Rankin too, because then he could also spend a bit of time forward and etc. But I don't think it's the end of the world if Adelaide slip up and go and bundle out again this season. It feels like they're sort of a side on the rise. But, you know, is it a bit of a 𝐓𝐴 𝐸𝐿 kind of issue for the Crows? No matter how good they go, they'll fall short. It seems like 𝐓𝐴's the person, the man to blame when they stuff up. So. See what happens, I suppose. Not long till the second half, by the way, gents. Right, and almost for the second half. So yeah, 26 points. It's a gettable, I suppose, margin for North to get back in the game quite a bit. I mean, they did well those last probably 10 minutes or so to sort of try and even out as best they could the quarter, but you'll still 5-goal to 2 second term in our favour. And they want to finish off the season well here, North. They've played some pretty competitive footy, and they don't want to go out the whimper here. They've only got one half left this season. improve this year out of the bottom 4. 17 touches for Gordon. Helps me Supercoach side. That's beautiful. Geez, those Supercoach sides in shambles with all these outs, and obviously everybody's run out of trades. Cool, having a pretty good crack against 𝐼𝐶 too. Feels like there's been times 𝐼𝐶's getting out a little bit, but that's just part of the game, I suppose. Anyways, underway for the third term, or about to be. 26 points in favour of Sydney. We need another key back with Butts and Murray likely. Yeah, probably one for cover, but Ball Ace is really short up the second spot behind Mark Keane quite nicely, and Josh Worrell quite nicely too, though. And he had a very good game against 𝐼𝐶 not long ago as well. So, yeah, it feels like he's pushed past a couple. The thing that still gives me the ick with Nick Murray is why he wears number 9. Like, what's a key defender doing wearing the number 9? A number 9's like a midfielder or a forward's number. Number 9, it's just not a key defender's number. That's just always been an observation of mine with him. But he feels like he's sort of regressed a little bit, Murray. Seemed like he usually was the best 23 kind of key defender type, but yeah, he's slipped out of favour. He's had some injuries, I suppose. Turnover here on the wing. Hardiman's ball. Hardiman now back the other way inside 50 here for the Roos. Outnumbered here. Grundy intercept mark. Yeah, it wasn't the most advantageous kick. Quickly plays on now. Gordon. That's a bad kick from Errol. Bit too cute. Sarong a good tackle. Buzz ball. So another ball up here. Grundy hits it down to Sarong. Nice time. That's a beautiful hit out, to be fair. Right into his breadbasket. Gordon with the clearance. Back the other way. Let's not... another turnover. Just can't bring it to ground there, Logan. He's having a quiet game, Logan. I know he's got the one goal, but... Needs to get into the game a little bit more, McDonald. Common back the other way. Good mark there from 𝐼𝐶. Okay, they're probably going to stop play here. Darling's on his haunches. He's back on his feet. Looks like he's gotten a poke in the eye or something. Anyway, 𝐼𝐗 now will look to launch it back inside 50 here for the Roos. To the top of the square. Grundy with a tap down. Good roving from Curtis. Might get on the end of this one. Keeps it in play okay. And it's going to be touched through. Almost made it work. 𝐓𝐶. Just the minor score it is. Oh, so him and Hamling just went for a push-off, and then it looks like he caught one in the eye there, Jack Darling. Anyway, Gordon now. Another turnover. Christ, just need to bloody win some contests up the ground here. Another intercept mark for the Kangas. Claire has to do a bit better there. Parker now. No one at home. Turnover. No, Errol ping-pong in the minute. Gordon now. Let's have a disposal that's not a direct turnover. Kerno did better. Breaks the Daniel tackle now into space here. Campbell has gotten out goal side. Just needs to measure himself, Campbell. Good low flat kick over the top to find 𝐵illy 𝐶𝐞𝐬. He can slot home another. Well, we can't really see the vision given the cameras, but he must have worked his backside off to get into that spot. Darling's still in the hands with the trainer. Well, again, end-to-end ball movement. That's why we've been pretty good this afternoon. Some of our usual strengths coming to the fore. Let's see if 𝐵illy 𝐶𝐞𝐬 can sort this one through for a 10th goal of the game. And makes no mistake of it. Get the first of the third quarter. Buck out over 30 points. Yeah, it's a bit of a... it's probably quite a bit of a statement, to be fair, One Nation. Like, being ejected from finals just because of 5 players' actions. Like, I think if it was a bit more of like a club issue, like we cheated or, we broke the salary cap rules or something, then yeah, that's fair enough. But like, that's probably a bit far-fetched in my opinion. I think a lot can agree with that. I don't think we'll do much damage to really push for a premiership this year, unfortunately, but we still deserve to be second. We've had a good year, so... Well, 𝐵illy 𝐶𝐞𝐬's got a second goal of the game. 13 touches, 3 score involvements, 2 goals. Yeah, no, his last day since he's come back in the side, he's really impressing. Sherry and Grundy go at it. It's going to be holding free here against 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Free to 𝐿𝐷𝐼. See, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 is spending time on Errol. Looks like he go away holding free there. Come on, Dockers, says the Monk. Yeah, they'll have a great year, mate. Hopefully they go well come finals time. Inside 50, Grundy. Parker rows another ball in the back 50 for the Kangas. Hand pass too hot for Daniel, but he recovers okay. Well read from Gordon. Sharks the hand pass clear to back him up. Gives the hands to the Tommy Babster. Bapley from 45 goes for goal, and it's out in the full. So Comber to bring this one back into play. As he now clears. Not really to anyone in particular, just a patch of grass really, and both teams go at it. Nice tap there. And now Spargo to O'Sullivan on the run here. The Kangas, that's a bad kick from O'Sullivan. Got to be hitting that target. Gee, some of North's execution has really been a letdown this afternoon, shooting themselves in the foot at times. Now, what can we do? Off another turnover here. Cleary rewards the running here of Cunningham. Has to hack back onto his right shoe. Goes inside 50 and the kick's no good. Tristan Sherry reads it well from the intercept mark, and back here now to Luke Parker. Over the top, it's a risky kick. Well read there from 𝐴𝐥𝐝. Oh, but he fumbles. He's done it a few times, 𝐴𝐥𝐝. He's spending it before he earns it. Thinking about what's next, Ed, before actually grabbing the ball. Yeah, so that's obviously accidental there from Hamling. 450 stoppage here. Grundy hits it down only as far as McDonald. 1-2 with Daniel. McDonald now clears here for the Kangas. Down the spine, but we've got the spare here of Mills for the intercept mark. Oh, that's surely got to be paid. No, nothing given. Wow. Mills taps it back here to Rampy. On his toes. Back here to McCartan. Pops it into Mills's direction. And now here to Rowbottom. Sarong was on. No, it doesn't go to him. Goes back to Wicks. Sort of selling ourselves into trouble here, but he uses his pace to cut his way through a couple. Now deep here to the pocket. McDonald a chance. Or defender from Combat. Ball in here. So Core and Combat doing quite well. They both got the jobs on McDonald and 𝐴𝐥𝐝. Cox says he has a sip of his Pepsi. There's Darling's off to the sheds to get some treatment on that eye. Christ, it must have been a pretty bad poke in the eye if that's the case. Another forward 50 stoppage here. Grundy front position. Hits it down. Ball goes behind him. McDonald gets first possession, and he's tackled instantly from Commons, so we'll have another ball up here. Grundy again fighting for that front position. Sarong, fumble. Rowbottom gets on the spillage, snaps for goal, and his goal kicking always quite inconsistent. Minus score there. Yeah, no, so far so good. Old mate in the crowd, not giving the ball back. To be fair, another ball's come into play. Trembath, Curtis with the spoil into space. Trembath mobbed by about 3 Swans. That's got to be deliberate, surely. Yeah, no, clear there as he's off to get a spell on the bench. Mills now launches it back the other way. Grundy, well done there from Combat again. Papley, though, keeps the ball in play. He goes for a big centering kick. McDonald, oh, look at this for a mismatch. Oh, Daniel's done well, to be fair. He did pretty well. It was a tricky one, to be fair, for McDonald to mark, but Campbell really got up there. Daniel, got up there for the spoil. As he'll get the kick in here, Caleb Daniel. Last inside 50s. 6 have gone Sydney's way. Last 6, that is, sorry. Daniel now to Dylan Stevens, the former Swanee. Will go on his favoured left down the line here. Larkey, he's been well held from McCartan so far as he gets another possession. Tommy McCartan. Sydney now shift the hands. Wicks, a bit of an iffy ball for Rowbottom. Has a fumble, but he's got time and space to recover. Sheldrick running through. Gives the hands to Jake Lloyd. Chance for a second, Jake Lloyd. The snaps across the face. No good there. A few points in a row here. Just can't execute in the minute, but we're locking it well in the front half. Yeah, look, I think given it's the complexion of the team and whatever, and there's always going to be quite a bit of media coverage on it or whatever. I just can't really be bothered to keep in date with it, to be fair. And there we go, Larkey takes a mark against Tom McCartan. Been a bit of a rarity so far this game. And probably on the cusp of his range. He's sort of one of those more kind of like 20 to 30 metre operators. This will be from about 45 on quite a bit of an angle. But yeah, North from end to end there. So they'll take that from from the kick in too. Well, this is much needed for North after we've gotten the first of the quarter, and well, a few points in a row haven't really helped us. This is a chance to get this under 5 goals if 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 can kick this. Leading goal kicker this season with 44 goals. Make it goal number 45. Kick looks good. Does it have the leg? Sure does. So North get a goal back. So hanging around the Cougars. It's a bit of their classic footy themes we can see. Like you miss about 3, 4, 5 chances in a row, and then the other side goes down and kicks a goal. That was a bit of the case there after a few points in a row. So 10 goals 10 to 6 goals 6. So Grundy reads the jump really well. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 bursts his way through, and he'll get the centre clearance here. Inside 50 now. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, oh, what a mark. I think he was due a contested mark. He's been quite quiet so far. Well contained from 𝐻𝐿𝐼. And bang from the centre bounce. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 deep to 𝐻𝐿𝐼. Chance to kick his second. Oh, good afternoon. Watching from PNG. Hopefully going well. 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, my friend. But hopefully going well, mate. Get a few people like yourself from PNG come in and say hi. So let's see if Charlie 𝐻𝐿𝐼 can slot this one through. So get an instant response here. The Coleman medalist has put it across the face. Oh, geez. I mean, what's this now? Fucking hell. A few points in a row. Let's have a look. Looked across the face right from the get-go. So after getting the first, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 points in a row. And they've been pretty gettable, these chances too. Daniel now hemmed in, has to clear, and it's going to be a turnover. Tom Hanley with the intercept grab. How can he manufacture Hanley? A long, deep kick towards the pocket direction. Oh, he's outnumbered here, Charlie. Logue with the intercept mark. They read that one well, the North key defenders. So Logue now long down the line with his kick in the Curtis direction. Pretty sound overhead, and there we go. And he did it legally there against Kyle. Kyle went to ground a little bit too easy there, to be fair. Now to go to watch out. Great tackle from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Oh, Jesus. Fucking, I was going to say, that's a pretty stiff non-hole in the ball call. So the close umpire hasn't called it, but the far away umpire did. My God. That would have been a stiff call. Campbell now inside 50. Can we make it work, though? I'll lock it in, I suppose, with the forward 50 stoppage. How many missed shots? Oh, jeez, I tell you, it's 4 points in a row, Stephen, mate. Yeah, they can't afford to waste that chances come finals time, too. Green, what can he do? Follow-up work. Tackle's okay. Looks like Wardlaw just got a hand pass away. Well, decent follow-up work there from young Will Green. Another forward 50 stoppage here. Sherry grabs out of the ruck. Wardlaw, kick was smothered. Hardiman. Stevens, dispossessed. Rowbottom follows up his work. Kick was smothered. Will Green gets in and under with the lanky arms. That works nicely, Roberts. Braden Campbell now assesses he's got a bit of awareness to kick and hit the post. Another bloody miss. 5 points in a row here. Daniel now short here to 𝐻𝐿𝐼 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Back here to Daniel. Jeez, you know, time and space to make it work. 6 scoring shots to 2 this quarter. 1 goal 5. Directly 30-point game. Hardiman along down the line. Sherry is the reference point down the line. Takes the mark. Really the only one that went up for it. Quickly now gives the hands to go to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Out here, goal side against Mills. Misses the tackle. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 twisting, turning, breaks another tackle. Back here to Josh Goda. Centering kick for Curtis. Hamlin, can he get there? Well, none. Cunners. No, that was, excuse me, with the spoil. Quick hands galore. Now Mills dumps it on the shoe. Back the other way. It works nicely here for Charlie Curnow. Marks on his chest. Wants to go deep with his kick. It's a long, booming kick. McDonald or 𝐷𝐿𝐼 at the back. Oh, they both bloody crashed into each other. McDonald playing for the hold. He was legged. Gives the hands. 𝐵𝐵𝐶𝐼 twisting, turning. Centering kick is on. He finds 𝐼𝐿𝐼 wrong. Whew. There we go. Chance now to finally kick this. Oh, bloody communication, lads. Oh, 𝐷𝐿𝐼 getting in the way. Coxie not happy. But well done to 𝐷𝐿𝐼. He redeems himself for a potential goal assist here if Sarong can kick truly. Well, come on, Jai. Let's see if you can slot this through. Having a great year. Bit of a quiet first quarter, but getting into this game. 16 touches, 9 contested, 6 clearances, if you don't mind. Can he slot this through? No, he makes a mare of it. Another bloody miss. 6 points in a row now. Daniel now short here to 𝐴𝐿𝐼 𝐸𝐿𝐼 as he'll clear the 50 with a neat enough kick to find Stevens on the wing. Back here to Caleb Daniel. Cuts the kick in board. Works nicely here to O'Sullivan. Quickly now to 𝐸𝐿𝐼. On his favoured left. Inside 50. No communication there. Not on the same wavelength. 𝐸𝐿𝐼 swung forward. Dane Rampy intercept mark. Gilder now. Clears out of the 50. That's a nice kick. Finds 𝐷𝐿𝐼 on his lonesome. Now cuts it in board to Jai Sarong. Good running here. Can he hit a target inside 50? A deep kick to the square. McDonald, ball from low. Maybe someone at ground level here. Cor's got a bit of time and space. Works the hands. Dylan Stevens now for another disposal on the wing. And he can't hold on to the mark there. Will Dawson as 𝐓𝐡𝐞 carries it over. Sherry misjudges it. Wardlaw doesn't. Gets the clearance forward. Thumps it forward to a 2-on-2. And nice roving here from Banch. Works it here to Nick Larkey. Inside 50. Pokes the pass. 𝐸𝐿𝐼, those are some sticky hands. Very, very good mark 1-1 there against Rampy. Well, this will hurt if they go on and kick this after we've kept on missing down the other end. So 𝐸𝐿𝐼 swung forward. I think he swung forward in the second quarter onwards, I'm pretty sure. Cameron 𝐸𝐿𝐼 for his 9th goal this season. And, well, there you go. Kicks truly. Back to 24 points, so they're hanging around the Kangas. They're, well, making us pay off some of our misses down the other end. 6 points in a row for us. North have got 2 goals, 1 of the quarter. It's a lovely kick for goal there, Cam 𝐸𝐿𝐼. Lovely roving from Zach Banch, though. Got front and centre there first. And, yeah, nice outside the foot kick there from Nick Larkey to find 𝐸𝐿𝐼. And a strong mark 1-on-1. Some better execution there from the Kangas. So sun's starting to set a little bit. Oh, geez, 1 goal, 6. Doing it right this quarter, just not really the scoreboard side of things. Trembath with the hit out. Wardlaw been busy. Gordon overruns it. Cleary tackles McDonald. Have a ball up here. Green with the hit down. Cleary dispossessed. Hunts in well O'Sullivan. Good hands. Inside or outs. And they go here now. The Kangas. McDonald to Wardlaw. 𝐸𝐿𝐼 outbeats Rampy. But Rampy recovers okay with a good tackle. Well done, Dane. Oh, geez, that's a stiff hole on the ball call. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Ramping now to clear out of the 50. Mark down the line would be handy here. Ball trickles out the back. Parker into 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 gets the ground ball. Looks like that ball's gone out, and it has. All right, so ball in here, centre wing. Just looking at the Togs, it's a bit interesting. Gordon and Brodie are both under 70% time on ground, so it feels like we are sort of managing the loads a bit. Gordon now works the hands into, well, not really anybody, but he puts 𝐓𝐡𝐞 under the pump as Campbell instantly tackles him. Umpire's ball. So he gained some territory, I suppose. Grundy gets front position. Ball in dispute here. O'Sullivan tackled by Gordon. Umpire's ball. Nice hit out there from Grundy. Gordon gets the spillage. Not the greatest kick forward, but ball again back into a 50-50 situation. Mills clean. 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐼 not so much. Pushed out of it. Stevens now back the other way. Hand pass here to Curtis. Not really much to go to, so just has to sort of manufacture a hand pass in a space here. Back to Stevens. Good tackle. Looks like the disposal was somewhat correct. As he works it now to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Does he go to the short lead? No, not quite. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 now. Oh, geez, he's dropped the pill. Oh, my goodness gracious me. And now clear into space here for 𝐻𝐿𝐼. Does the ball sit from it? Does. 𝐻𝐿𝐼 now. Deep kick inside 50. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 against Griffin Logue. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 drops his lollies. That's a good tackle. Not on the ball. That probably should have been green. That could be ball. He hand passed that, to be fair. 𝐻𝐿𝐼 gets the offloading hand pass. 𝐿𝐼 comes crushing through. And that's going to be on the ball. Yep, didn't dispose of that, 𝐿𝐼. Oh, geez, it's some pretty ugly footy at the minute. That passage of play especially. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 dropping that ball. A few inefficient disposals from us there. Griffin Logue now. Towards half back. Finds Josh Gardner. Down the line now. Trembath. Wardlaw. Where's the tackle? Gets the hand pass away. We've got the outnumbers here. Gordon. Let's use them well. To Campbell. Inside 50. Can we find something out the back maybe here? No, well defended again. Strong looks like he was, maybe could have gotten a free there for a hold we couldn't see because it was off the cameras. See now Strong's getting a spell forward. So 4:50 stoppage here. 48-29 inside 50s. Wow, that's a big figure. Grundy, bit of a nothing hand pass, lose some territory, but Gordon's able to mop up okay. Flicks it back here to Colin. Now goes on his favoured left for that inside 50 entry. Come on, Logan. Can't quite take it. Mills now. No, sorry, that's Matty Roberts. He's tackleable from bench. Umpire's ball. So another ball up here. Grundy slaps it for 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐼. Breaks a tackle, finds some space. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 around the corner. Another miss. His goal kicking 𝐵𝐿𝐼's very erratic too, to be fair. Don't hold your breath when he's lining up for goals. Stevens, bad turnover right down Matty Roberts' throat. Okay. So 4.5 turnover here. He'll go short to Mills, not 15. Just that's a rough call. Back to Roberts. Come on, Matty, just go for goal, son. No, he's going to centre it. Chance for 𝐻𝐿𝐼, almost. Ball defender from McDonald. Somebody here at ground level. That's 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Touch ball, doesn't matter. He missed. Another minus score. That's 1 goal, 8 now for this quarter. Oh my God. Just can't find the big sticks at the minute. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 now marks. Got to close down this uncontested marking. Good mark here from 𝐿𝐼. Now flicks it out across to Finn O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now Going to go back here to Comben. Yeah, Luke McDonald. Oh, well done there from, was that Wicks? Yes, it was, but just couldn't get there in time. So now, Logue, inside 50 here for the Roos. Maybe something at the back here. Rampy's got to watch out. Oh, he's thrown that. It's on the ball. Going to be a free here to Cooper Trenbath. It will be a tricky one. Have to make the ball work. Bloody Rampy's just got to hold that one in. Through it there. Trenbath around the corner. Fortuitously, he has missed. No, he's gold. Oh, geez, looked like from that angle he's missed. All right, well, there you go. Well, one team's taking their chances whilst we are not. It is 3 goals 1 to 1 goal 8 this quarter. My God. Well, they're hanging around the Kangas. That's poor from Rampy there. That is just poor. Good tackle from Trenbath, to be fair. Chicken wing tackle. Didn't allow him to get the other hand out for the disposal. Well, it might be a bit of a close finish there. Perhaps 21 points. But my God, this goal kick in this quarter. 25 scoring shots to 14, and it's only 21 points. No, just gotta keep plugging away, I suppose. We're doing a lot right. So 21 points, 2:04 to play. I think a bit of our experience is showing as well with some of this goal kicking. Grundy with the clearance, slap forward. Maybe something here. McDonald, fumble. Geez, we've been a bit fumbly this afternoon with some players. Wardlaw attacking it well. Lloyd, Hunnelly, Goulden. Across here now. Papley, Tommy Papley. Another miss. No, Curnow. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, that's got to be deliberate. Hey? So, no, he attempted to rush that, but that's gone out. That's not gone for a point. That should be deliberate. Jeez, that's, oh, well, happens. Grundy maybe out of the ruck. 𝐓𝐴 rows it well. Clearance here for North. Towards the wing. Darling, Cleary, another fumble. Bench, keeps his feet. Trenbath, O'Sullivan breaks a tackle. Works the hands nicely at a bench. Makes one's miss. Oh, well done there, Rampy. Great chase down effort. Good stuff there from the Ramster. Happening now across here to Cunners. Now 𝐼𝐴 at half back to Jake Lloyd, just slowing things down a little bit here. Now here to Kyle. Oh, geez, this one really hugs the boundary. Comben, pretty good effort. I think that should be pat a mark. And it is. So I suppose let's not try and concede another before three-quarter time. Christ, right, we're going. Now and down the line. Mills with the spoil. O'Sullivan tackled umpire's ball. 𝐓𝐴 back here to Hardiman. They'll get the clearance here. North back the other way. Gordon has to go overhead. Tricky one from here. Sarong, good tap to Grundy. Rowbottom back here to Goulden. Just dumps it on the shoe. Not much time to go here, and they'll do for three-quarter time. So we've lost the quarter, but Christ almighty. I mean, it almost feels like an injustice. I mean, North have taken their chances. We haven't. There's not much we can do about it, but fucking hell. It's only 21 points at three-quarter time, so game could be on. But realistically, this game should be really on. Almost put to bed, Christ, with the missed chances we've had this quarter. Hopefully we can straighten up a bit the final term. But they'll yeah, definitely in this game, North, they'll fire up and you'd think have a strong final quarter and show the effort. I mean, there's just not really much else to say. They took their chances when going down one end, whilst we couldn't. Inside 50s, there's an absolute pasting, plus 21. Clearances been quite even, plus 4 contested ball.
Very good that quarter. Now we're leading the game by 20. I think we were leading that by 10 at half time. We just can't put them through the big sticks. 1 goal, 8 quarter to a 3-goal 1 term in favour of North. So not really ideal there, I suppose. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼 though, he's got 2 goals for the game. It's been punching well, I think, 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼. Working hard, 2 goals and 14 touches. Intercept possession, 6 for Tom McCartan. Combin's also got 6. Cameron Zurhaar with the 5. Obviously swung forward now. But yeah, North are hanging around. It's been very erratic, their disposal, but they've been able to catch us out a couple of times with some nice end-to-end ball movement. Let's have a look at the marks inside 50s, I suppose. Yeah, like 9 to 8. We've been able to catch them on the rebound quite better for the majority of the game, but when they've actually used the ball a bit better inside 59 marks to 8 in their favour. But yeah, ourselves, we're obviously lacking a bit of the class, and this is what happens when you've got Chad Warner and Isaac 𝐓𝐡𝐞 missing the game, and I suppose a bit of 𝐵𝐿𝐼 too with his position kicking going inside 50s. So yeah, we're clearly looking hindered. But I suppose given the context of the game, be nice to grind out a win here, but Christ, the margin should be a lot bigger than what it is. Yeah, I was looking at North side. Simpkins continues to churn out a pretty solid game. 14 touches, 6 contested. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼, he's got 13 contested from 17 of his touches. Luke Parker with 18 disposals. He's been probably one of North's better defensive components, and I think the key defenders, all collectively of them, are having a pretty good crack, especially Core and Charlie Combin, as they've kept Curnow and McDonald pretty quiet in this game. Just the 1 goal for Logan off a free, and Curnow's got 1 goal too. But geez, again, this goal kicking is hopefully we don't produce this come finals time, I suppose. David Zuniak had a bit of a quieter quarter, obviously getting a bit of attention throughout this game. Feels like Robon's putting a bit of time into him throughout the game. Who else? Yeah, Wardlaw. Some of his attack of the footy, obviously, very good to watch. He's got 17 touches his way. And yeah, again, Detoli, I'm loving his performance. I know he's got 1 goal, 3, but 4 scoring shots, 17 touches. Feels like whenever he's got the ball, some good things are going to happen. He's had some clean disposals here or there. He's obviously got some very good evasion skills. So I think the likes of Campbell, Detoli, Cootie, they're all showing a bit of something. I mean, even Huntley a little bit here and there. Yeah, so it would be nice as well, Dark Horse, if we can try and find the big sticks come the final term. But yeah, hang around the Kangas. I'm sure they'll want to finish off their season well with a good performance. Yeah, like that angle with that Trembath goal didn't look like a goal at all, but must have just swung around the right way. Obviously, goal umpire is the best angle of it. Not really going to question it, but just an observation, I suppose. And yeah, 𝐓𝐿𝐼 getting plenty of the pill too. 13 disposals, 3 marks, 3 tackles, 9 contested. Clarko running back up into the box. Almost done away for this final term. Anyways, better be underway for this final turn. Well, though, can we pull out a win here? That would be nice, I suppose, after what's been a horror week. But let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't have another 1 goal 8 quarter. Christ. 𝐼𝐷 now. Ground level. Flicks the hands over to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Gives it back to 𝐼𝐷. Has to break a tackle here. He does well. Has to go back here, though, to Caleb Daniel. Now here to Hardiman. Shifting the hands okay here, North. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Back kick there, out in the full. So 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now back the other way towards midfield. 𝐼𝐷 can't quite take the mark. Clear at ground level. Tackled well. Oh, fumble there from 𝐼𝐷. Now Campbell over the top here to Lloyd. Back here to 𝐼𝐷. Towards half forward, McDonald to fly. Just not been his afternoon so far, Logan. Got to be marking that. Copped the Falcon in the process there too, Logan. Oh, actually came off the boot of a North player, so I'll take that. Last disposal free. Campbell now to load in with a deep entry. Come on, Logan. From the side, maybe. Can't take it. Curtis. Not paid the mark. He could have been there, to be fair. Holding the ball. Wow, that's a stiff call there on Curtis. We'll take it. Very, very stiff call, but we'll take it. Billy Curdy, chance for goal number 3. Plays on now. And finally, we've got a goal. Hooray. Well, we seem to be, it feels like every quarter, I'm pretty sure every single quarter we've had of this game, we seem to kick the first quite quickly. That was the case in the first term too, so we'll take it. Well, that's a bit of a settler for now, I suppose, back out to 27 points. It's a very stiff call. I mean, there's just those technicality kind of situations where, you know, what else is he meant to do there, Curtis? They probably could have been paid the mark as well. All right, so we'll take it. Pepley 2 goals. I think he's just got the one this afternoon, perhaps. I mean, might get one on this final term. I suppose he might get a bit of low time on ground this quarter. Wouldn't surprise me if he rests some more important plays. Row bottom now to Gulden. Across here to Roberts. Loses his footing. Wasn't a great hand pass from Gulden to Roberts, to be fair. Turnover. McDonald. Chip kick from Parker's good to Sherry. Uses the hands now quickly here for 𝐓𝐡𝐞. He just blasts away inside 50 to the hot spot of 𝐼𝐷's direction. Ball from 𝐼𝐶. Good roving from Spargo. Misses his shoe. Just couldn't get the purchase on it. Lloyd now to Gulden. To Tom McCartan. Out of the 50 he goes. McDonald. Oh, there we go. Finally gets a contested grab. He's been well held this afternoon, McDonald. That's an important mark. Back here now to Sarong, and now here to Gulden. On his favoured left. Towards half forward. Just past Braden Campbell there, and that one will go out of bounds for a ball in. 450 stoppage. Do you think Freo a bit overrated for the flag? I think they deserve their ups. They're clearly the best team in it this season. I mean, who knows what happens? I still probably have some doubts on their experience, but in terms of how they played, I mean, they're such a tough and physical side, so they haven't really feel like they've got a soft underbelly, but I reckon they're a chance. Papley now outside the boot. Oh, another miss. Oh, it was a lovely rove there from Pumps. Just couldn't kick truly. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, I suppose, Anna. Yeah, they do lack a bit of that experience, but if they're good enough, they'll get the 2 home finals en route to the G Grand Final. If they are to win their qualifying prelim final, that is. Campbell now, 4.5 turnover. Sarong. Goulden, here's a chance. Errol Goulden, surely. No. Another miss. Oh, dearie me. That would have been handy too for my bloody Supercoach side. I've captained him, so want to finish off the year well. Parker. 1-2 with Stevens. Parker. Here to Hardiman. Ball sits up nicely for him for a bit of dash down the line. Wicks back with the flight. Wasn't a good kick. Wicks now in board here to Logan McDonald. We've got some options through the corridor. Good running from Goulden. Handball receive. Runs out of tarmac. So has to go bypass one. That's nice to Papley. Good half volley pick up. Now deep one-on-one with Curnow. Raddy Roberts getting a rove. Well tackled there from Comben. Didn't have time to dispose of it. So play on's a fair call. McDonald now instantly has to hand pass away. Turnover again. Cole, unlucky. Did the right thing, but just couldn't measure the kick well enough for Curdy. But yeah, someone said earlier in the stream, Anna, that their record in Melbourne, I think they've lost 2 of their last 3 now, so I think you give them a mulligan go, though, against the Blues on Saturday, although the Blues are very good. Like, you know, they had a few important players out and nothing to gain with a win. Travelling all the way to Melbourne as well, so... Ball up here. Grundy and Sherry go at it. Spin move was nice from bench, that was, but tackled well from Sarong. Grundy, both rucks engaged. Oh, geez, that's a crunching tackle on Sheldrick. Oh, he'll be feeling that one tomorrow. Anyway, we'll get the ball forward here. Detoli tries and taps it forward, but outpossessed from Daniel McDonald. That's a risky hand pass. Spargo fumbly again. Papley now. Braden Campbell on his favoured left. He goes bang from outside 50. Deep to the square. Kerner and Core. This one will bounce through. Oh, my goodness. How does that work? Well, some of the misses we've had this game, and then that somehow eventuates both Core and Kerno engaging there. No one really close to the ball, and that one just trickles past the both of them. So Campbell's gold. Jesus, 29 scoring shots to 14. And the margin's just over 40, what was it? Just over 30 points. 35 to be exact. Been impressive, Braden Campbell, since he's come back from injury. Yeah, shoulder in the hands of a trainer there, Cross. That was a nasty tackle. It was a fair one, but a crunching one from Sherry. So, ball up here. Grundy out of the ruck. He's been doing that well this afternoon. Clearance his way. McDonald brings into ground. Good pressuring there from Papley. Curnow can get on the end of this loose ball. Charlie Curnow for another miss. Oh, God. This cannot happen come September. I mean, I suppose Brisbane they have some games where their goal kicking is pretty bad, so hopefully they can produce that. Scores this second half, 3 goals 1 to 3 goals 11. Jesus. Roberts, Grundy, barging his way through to Tolley. What can he manufacture in the phone box here? Centers the ball. Papley overhead. That's a good effort, but the kick was touched from Detoli's hit up inside 50. And then Papley's outmarked low there one-on-one. That's against a key defender. Another ball up here. Grundy hit out. Detoli. Back here to Roberts on his left shoe. Centering kick over the head of McDonald. Spoil from Comben. Lloyd, that's a nice tap to Curnow. Back here, Harry Cole. for his first goal in AFL footy. I think that's his first. Yes, it is. Harry Cole, on his non-preferred, gets his first. I was thinking, no, he didn't kick a goal against the Tigers, didn't he? Nice. Harry Cole, this first. And they really get around him there. That's great to see. Hey, I feel like today's been a bit of the exuberance of youth. We've seen the likes of, obviously, 𝐴𝐷𝐞 and 𝐴FL, and now Cole bobbling up with a goal. Campbell kicked one earlier. Yeah, some young players have shown some impressive performances this afternoon. Matty Roberts, I think, has been okay on the wing. He's up and about, Cole. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 gets around him too, and that's good to see. Ah, beautiful. He loves it. Well, that really should now kill off the game. And margin's 42 points after 24 at three-quarter time. I suppose first to 100 usually wins the game, so we're almost there. 10 games and he's got a goal, Harry Cole. Crowd now cheering quite a bit. Sarong. Simpkin, hand pass over his head, bit of a blind one. 𝐷𝐿𝐴 mops up inside 50 here for the Kangas. On the chest, chance for an instant response. So, 𝐐𝐿𝐴. And he slot this one through to get an instant response here for North. For the 9th goal. Slots it home. So back under 40 points. So pretty much right after Cole kicks his first, North gets the response there through 𝐴𝐿𝐴, that is. So ball back the middle here. 36-point margin in favour of Sydney. Green and Dawson. That's a nice hit out from Dawson. Powerful one, but Wicks reads it well. Back the other way. Hacks it. Low. Won't be paid the mark as it was touch. Flicks it now to Hardiman and across to Dylan Stevens on his favoured shoe. Inside 50 here for North Melbourne. They've got some numbers flying here, but no one able to take the mark. Hamling gets that possession. Mills. Turnover and tackle. Tandem, row bottom, and also Sarong on Spargo. 30,000 of the SCG to that. That's a pretty good number. 30,058 to be exact. Green with a head out. 𝐿𝐴 reads it though. Spun in the tackle. Probably could be pinned there. Yeah, on the ball. Well, Green's free. Just hasn't been 𝐿𝐴's afternoon. He's had a very good season. Same with 𝐶𝐿𝐴. Obviously, North really missing some of 𝐶𝐿𝐴's class, I think, today as well. Now down the spine. Works nicely here for Green. Plays on now. Jams it on the shoe and it works. A bit of a muggly old kick, but oh geez, Papley drops it. Caden Cleary now. 𝐴𝐿𝐴, don't think he'll be paid the mark there. I don't know if that's going to be paid a mark, is it? Jeez, that's a rough one. I might have to check this one. Let's see here. I think that's a mark. Yeah, no, that's a mark. Yeah, no, pretty good effort. Cleary's kick just good enough to find 𝐴𝐿𝐴. Just a few of the Kangas fans not happy. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 around the corner. He's got 1 goal 3 this game. For a second. On his left shoe, 𝐴𝐿𝐴, nah, makes an absolute mare of it. Another minor score to add to the pain. That is 19 behinds to 13 goals. So 37 points, 12:36 to play. Parker now. Oh, risky kick in. It's well word from Lloyd. McDonald taps it back to Jake. He flicks the hands to Campbell. Measures a kick to the top of the square again for 𝐴𝐿𝐴, and he marks against Logue there. Front half pressure's been good this game. You know, we've racked up the forward half turnovers. I can't see the number to be exact, but I'm sure it'd be up there. But again, a lot of this is with some of North's sloppy skills. Well, surely 𝐼𝐶𝐞 can make sure of this. 1 goal for this game for a 7-point play. Around the corner, back over 40 points. 𝐼𝐶𝐞, the gold medalists, gets a second and we hit the ton. So usually when you go to hit 100 first, you win the game. As that's how they say it. Well, I suppose don't. Well, to be fair, maybe we take our foot off the throttle a bit. Rest some players, as I said before. We'll actually have a look again. I saw at the time throughout the third quarter, 𝐼𝐶𝐞 and Grundy's tog was quite low. Yeah, so 𝐼𝐶𝐞's just got 69% time on ground, and Grundy's got the 72. So that's quite low for their standards. Yeah, so obviously managing some players, I suppose. Oh, it's shaping up to be a pretty impressive performance. Still quite a bit of time to go in this game. So, Gunston needs 15 goals to win the Coleman tonight. See what happens, I suppose. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 works the hands to Sarong. We've been pretty dangerous from the centre bounce tonight. Drop mark from Combin to 𝐼𝐶𝐞 at ground level. Leaves it past him. Good, and that should be high. Didn't pay it. Usually they pay those ones. Yeah, it's going to be another win against North Melbourne too. That's going to be, what, 12 straight against them? Last win against us was, what, 2019, I think, in the SCG. They won a close one. So another ball up here. Sherry outmuscles Green. Gets the hand pass away. Ineffective to 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Sharks it. Back here to 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Another fumble from Billy. 3 games is good and all, but he's just been quite fumbly sometimes. Gordon now. Even he can't hit the target. Minus score. Not minus score, sorry, out of bounds. 14 goals, 19 to 9 goals, 6. Jesus. 33 scoring shots to 15. That's an absolute pacing. I mean, let's have a look at some context, I suppose. Our biggest score of the year was what? Against Richmond at home? I would be up there. Let's see what the scoring shots were for that game. 𝐓𝐶𝐞 clears towards a contest. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 been well held from account this afternoon. Hair pass is nice to Wardlaw, who's had a good knock this afternoon, I think, Georgie Wardlaw. Hard there without 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Had to be creative with the kick. Darling wasn't on the same wavelength. We outnumbered them here. Gordon flicks it back here to Harry Cunningham. Campbell now measures up. Out to space here for Billy Cootie. Across here to Brodie Grundy. Gordon keeps on running. Great efforts here from Gordon. Inside 50 for 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Chance to add another for Charlie. So 16 scoring shots to 45 was, oh geez, that's actually way bigger than this, to be fair, against the Tigers. But, you know, 33 to 15, that's quite big too. I suppose don't push your luck. Could be a lot worse. 10-15 to go. 43 points up. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 to add another, hopefully. 2 goals, 4 for the game. To make Jack Gunston require 16 goals for the Coleman. As Macquarie buffers, he's got it. Good man. Well, it's nice to see us put a strong performance together on the eve of finals, especially with the outcomings of this week. I had no confidence on us whatsoever, but the crowd's been really good today, so that's good to see. 30,000 at the grounds. Yeah, very good number. But yeah, it feels like this game North have sort of shown that kind of dead rubber disease where they just looked quite flat throughout of it. Like they've tried to take the game on and explore the corridor a bit, and they've had some nice ball movement chains here or there, but yeah, they've really looked off for the majority of the game. They've been soundly beaten the contest throughout major patches of this game. We've outworked them. Yeah, disappointing loss for North on the end of the season after some pretty positive performances. Granted, they were losses. They were really pushing some good sides. Again, though, no 𝐼𝐶𝐞 I think really hurts them as that class piece in the middle. I suppose we're without some of our stars too, but affects both of us, I guess. 𝐼𝐶𝐞 now, get some time on the ball. It's good to see. Roberts now towards the direction again of 𝐼𝐶𝐞. Logue, 𝐼𝐶𝐞, both battling it out. Daniel just gets the hands away. Stevens, tackled from Detoli, umpire's ball. Let's have a look at some of the centre bounces we've thrown today. So I'm assuming, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪, Grundy, Strong's been getting plenty of time there again today. Gould and Rowbottom would certainly be up there for us. I'm assuming we would have rotated quite a bit today. Yeah, so those main 4, or 5, sorry. And then, Papley's gotten some. Cleary, Campbell, Roberts. Did I say Will Green? So, quite an amount of rotations compared to North. Cleary attacks it well. Flicks the hands back here to Hanley, Campbell. And that's a nice kick to find James Rowbottom. Back here to Roberts. He's under the pump. Just gets the kick away. Fumble there from Stevens. It's been a bit of a fumbly game from both sides. I think the lack of North's quality has shown this afternoon, but also with some of our youngsters, they've been a bit fumbly too. Nothing forwards, so they just have to hold it up here. Spargo. McDonald is under disposal. Yes, it is. Holding the ball. Again, the umpire slips over as well. Cross, it's a fumbly game from both sides. Even the umpires are slipping over too. Yeah, I'm liking how, for the most part, this game, the pressure's been great and we're sticking tackles well. Some holding the ball freeze as well. Detoli almost marks it. I know we'll take the full product. O'Sullivan, tackle well from 𝐴𝐥𝐿. Umpire's ball. Oh, perhaps he will, Brad. I mean, he's out there in the minute. Rowbottom now hacks one to the top of the square, but on the goal line there is 𝐵𝐵𝐿 to mop up. And this one just stays in the field of play for Parker. Just marks it. Inboard here to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. And now down the line to Zach Bench. I suppose some sort of positives you want to take out of it for North. 𝐓𝐶𝐞's had a good game. I think the back half of the year is trying to get some better performances than bad. Wardlaw's had a good crack. LDU probably disappointing. Those Spargo's had a few wasteful chances. Let's see what he can do here. Better hand pass, Dawson. He's shown some signs. Centering kick, Stevens. I think Stevens has had a pretty solid game, to be honest. Wow, Hanley. Great defensive spoil. He's absolutely copped it there, Dylan Stevens. Hopefully he's okay. So minus score it is. 9 goals 7, 15 goals 19. Oof. Nasty. Good courage from both players there. Stevens on his feet, but he looks a bit dazed. Might come up for a HIA. Yeah, geez, he doesn't look good, actually. He's going to run off. The medics are now having a look at it. But yeah, Dylan Stevens, I was just saying before, having a pretty decent game. 17 touches. 𝐴𝐿𝐷𝐪, he's been one of their main conversion pieces up forward since he swung forward the 2 goals in the third term. Sherry's battled well, 14 contested possessions, been a hard nut in there. Parker been solid back in the defence too. So overall though, been a very disappointing performance for North. I thought they were going to show a lot better than this, but I suppose for the teams that can't make finals, usually those last game of the seasons could be a bit flat in terms of intensity and etc. Yeah, like we've dominated the contested possessions, as Jared Healy has just said. Jake Lloyd down the line. But, I suppose you've got to credit us at the same time. We've really outworked them. It feels like the general scheme of things, we've really wanted this game more. We've been tougher. We've been better in the contest. Green, that's a good mark. Showing some good signs again this afternoon, Will Green. Deep kick to the square, spoil from 𝐵𝐵𝐿. And it's going to be holding free going Logan's way. So it looks like this will be over 50 points if Logan kicks truly here. So let's have a look at Logan's goals again for the season. 39 goals heading into the day. So he's got his 40th already. Yeah, over 40 goals for Logan. That's a fantastic return. Yeah, clear holding there against Griffin Logue. He's had a bit of a mare this final term, Logue. I think Core and Common have been a bit more of the solid contributors, while 𝐼𝐴 feels like he's sort of stuck out like a sore thumb. Well, Logan, let's see if he slots this. He sure does. Over 50 points. Well, I tell you, I mean, even if we had all our stars out there, I think we'll wonder what the margin could be. It's been a pretty solid effort. Yeah, just a bit of a hold of the arms there. It's a pretty quick one, but there it is. 𝐶 goals, 19 to 9 goals, 7. Favour of the home team. And again, from the centre bounce, we seem to get some bursts through there, but Rowbottom leaves it behind him. Trembath. Cootie tackles O'Sullivan well, umpire's ball. So 6:30 to go here, 6 minutes 30 until the end of North's season. Yeah, again, it's been a positive year, more wins than usual out of the bottom 4. Anyway, from inside away, Tom Hanley can now add some more damage to the scoreboard, but only in points. As it's another minus score as the cockatoo's fucking creeching. I don't know why I've got my window open. 16 goals, 20. Jeez, I mean, you can't complain too much. Still up by over 50 points. Yeah, no, fair play, Dark Horse. I think, yeah, that was a sensible thing to do. I probably just, to be fair, I recorded my tips on Tuesday, so it's like, that was sort of when I was right in the thick of it, so. But I really didn't know what to expect coming in this game today. I'm sure we'd show a spirited performance, but I felt North would be up and about, but yeah, they've been second rate for the majority of this afternoon. McDonald now. Inside 50 with this kick. Who can he find? 𝐼𝐴 again. Well, we were just saying before, he's been one of the better players forward of centre this afternoon since he's swung forward. He takes a nice mark on the chest. Obviously his nickname is the Bull, and he shows it there. �絵𝐿𝐴 for goal number 3. Doesn't hold its line. Across the face there for a minor score. As you go, Stevens obviously no good there, getting the HIA. No finals in the VFL for North Melbourne either. But of course, North Melbourne supporters will have their women's team to cheer on. They were undefeated and won the premiership last year. Will they do the same again this year? Advantage paid here, so North will lock it in. McDonald on the wing this afternoon, inside 50 in the direction of 𝐼𝐴 again. Good ball back with the flight with Lloyd. Cunners, a good tuck on O'Sullivan, but he keeps it in play. 𝐼𝐴, snapping shot. Goals that way, son. But he sounds the ball and bench. That's a good mark back with the flight. And he can add another goal to his book for the afternoon. Around the corner and misses. Sorry about that, I just had to check something on the phone. Well, it's going to be a tough week 1 regardless of this result this afternoon. Brisbane sharpening up at the right time. Very good win against Collingwood. But let's see what happens, eh? Like the last couple of times we've sort of been able to catch Brisbane off the back foot, and who knows? I mean, at the 𝐵𝐶𝐺, we've had some close games against them. And there, the Sydney chance ring around the 𝐵𝐶𝐺, good to see. Yeah, I think we're still capable of suspect. Probably more so the semi-final. Yeah, again, Brisbane's just a bit of a swear word in terms of really winning that game, but who knows? Who knows? Like, again, we're tough to beat at home this year, but we've shown a pretty spirited performance this afternoon. You know, some of the tackling and pressure's been fantastic. I think Green will be sort of stiff to be dropped. He's shown some good signs this afternoon, but realistically, I think he probably comes out for McLean or a Marty. Won't get J-Mac back until week 2, so that's going to be an important acquisition as well. Wish he played against Brisbane though. Shame he injured the other hamstring, Christ. Back inside 50 for North, so sharing some good moments here in junk time late. And there's a bit of a mismatch there. 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞 at marks, and he can now go back and tack on his second if he kicks truly. 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐞 now to slot this through the middle. No, he doesn't. Across the face. Yeah, I mean, 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐞's still pushed 50 goals this season, but I don't know. It feels like he's been a bit of a letdown at times this year. Like he's had some bad goal-kicking yips here and there, and one of the more reliable goal kickers the other year ago. It hasn't felt like it this season. He's had some sort of, I wouldn't say heartless is a pretty rough word, but he's had some quiet performances where he hasn't really been able to grab the game by the scruff of his neck. And captain as well. Been criticised by supporters this year. But still pushed 50 goals and obviously will lead their goal kicking for the season. There's a pretty calm looking Dean Cox. 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐞 hasn't been tacked into that much. Sherry the front position against Green. Rampy dropped the ball. Didn't have Pry. Cunningham to row bottom. Pass forward here for the Swans. Really outnumber here. And Park with another reset mark. 2.5 minutes to play here. So it's been a good result, I think. Just nice to get the win. And something to cheer about, I suppose, off what's happened this week. North, though, continue this junk time surge with some time in the forward half. Bench. Simpkins kick, no good. Now Lloyd out wide here for 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿 Well, maybe one last chance to tack on another here as 𝐼𝐴𝐿 takes 2 bounces on his favoured shoot towards half forward now. Campbell, good spoil from Logue. Melican, yeah, and I don't know what's happened with Melican. Like, he was injured, and then he's just now sort of fallen into the abyss because it looked like in one of our VFL games the other week ago, he had a nasty collision, I think it was, and he wasn't on the injury report in the next week. So, yeah, I think Hamling's clearly the guy to be the man to fill the void of Edwards, as he's shown the last few weeks now. McDonald as well to keep this ball in. Back here to 𝐼𝐴𝐿. Twisting, turning. What can he manufacture? He shifts the hands. McDonald, a check side ball. Yeah, nicely done. Those can be tricky, but he's got another here, Logan. He's got his third. I mean, that's what Logan can do. He feels like he's been quiet this afternoon, but he's still got 3 goals. Yeah, that's true. And you know, Melican's had some very important seasons for us. Like, he's massive in that 24 year. And it's not like he's 35. I think he's, 29, 28. So, yeah, I mean, he's never really had much luck with injury. But yeah, I think Hamling's a guy, and obviously he's got finals experience as well. To be fair, Melican does as well, but premiership experience, I suppose, Hamling does have. I'd back in Hamling, though. Like, again, thought he was solid against Peter Wright last week. Oh, for sure. I can't stop praising him, suspect. Over 40 goals this year. We're clearly missing his presence last season. You know, the key forward carousel we had last year, Christ. It's been so important. Not necessarily the contested marking. I still think he could get a bit better at that, but it's been the use up the ground, the smart, the footy IQ. Really, really good field kick as well. And especially the accuracy. Like, I'd say, clearly been one of the more accurate goal kickers this year. And let's remember, the early stage of his career, his goal kicking was one of his issues. The accuracy, that is. So, margin is pretty extensive. 17 goals, 20 to 122, 9 goals, 1064. Well, if we're heading into this game as business usual with our full team, I was probably expecting a margin like this, to be honest. So, considering our outs, I mean, yeah, North were out 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐞. It's their last game. They've been a bit flat this afternoon. Pretty good result, considering the circumstances. Simpkin now, 35 seconds ago, launches deep to the square. Tristan Sherry marks, and he can get the last goal of North Melbourne's season here. Yeah, interesting year Sherry's had. He's been out of the centre bounce rotations throughout some games. He's been suspended. He's had some injury niggles. Clearly hasn't been his absolute best this year, but still a powerful specimen and a lot of contested possessions from this afternoon. But yeah, with the emergence of, Dawson's spent some time in the ruck this afternoon, and they've thrown 𝐴𝐿𝐷 in there a little bit this year as well. I think there's definitely some assets for North to tinker in with the next season. Anyways, it is job done though. 17 goals 20 to 10 goals 10. 37 scoring shots to 20. That's an absolute pacing and a half. Margin probably should have been bigger than what it was, but we'll take it. There's hugs all around. Beautiful to see. On their feet. It's great to see. Oh, Mills is in tears. That's great. That's great to see. Anyway, siren will sound. No, McDonald marks. Oh, how fitting. Oh, Christ almighty. Don't be crying. Christ, they'll be playing more crying come September. Jesus. Well, those are some pretty touching scenes, ladies and gentlemen, to finish off the game. So, Swans, well, pending the margin, McDonald will go back for his fourth potential. It's 52 points in the minute. It could be 58 if he kicks truly. Well, it's been a crazy week. I haven't really invested much time into it, but what a hearty performance in the end. Over 50-point winners. McDonald doesn't swing back the right way, minus goal. Jeez, that's a bit of an anticlimax there. Gordon's crying too. Jeez. I had a feeling this would happen. I did have a feeling throughout this week this would happen. Some players have been in tears post game. I mean, it's obviously been a difficult week for the club, for sure. I'll take the win though. 18 wins for the year. I mean, I'm not saying Dean Cox is coach of the season, but he's done pretty well. We're average team last year. I know we're injury riddled, but from 10th to 2nd, he's done fantastically well, Dean Cox. And look, I clearly don't think we'll win the flag, but who knows, eh? Who knows? I think we'll have a bit of that, backs against the wall kind of backbone apply to us with our outs, and I think we're every chance to at least win a final. But yeah, very, very, well, it was a kind of performance where the effort was fantastic, but the class, the sharpness probably wasn't there, although we had still some really good ball movement throughout the majority of the game. Like, I'd assume some of our transition numbers were up and about. North were a little bit hapless defensively throughout the majority of the game. But yeah, there again, like 17 goals, 21, 1 goal 8 in the third quarter. Just couldn't put them away. And that's what happens. Like, the absence of Heaney and Warner was quite evident with some goal kicking at times. I think a few of our youngsters were a bit too fumbly throughout times, but that's maybe me being a little bit harsh. But again, the likes of 𝐴𝐿𝐷, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 with 3 goals, Brandon Campbell bursting through. Yeah, there's some plenty to like through some of the young players. Even young Will Green too had some nice hit-outs in the centre bounce. 9 touches. I thought he went all right, Will Green. Follow-up work wasn't bad. A few tackles, 6 to be exact. I still think he probably comes out for either 𝐼𝐿𝐷 or Armani if they're fit come week 1. I think, yeah, if Armani's good to go, he's got to play. It's as simple as that. But yeah, just an absolute pasting. 70 to 39 inside 50s. A very overall flat performance from North. Their execution was sloppy, and yeah, they were smashed around the ball. The clearances were even early on, but yeah, we just overawed them in the end. 145 to 119 contested possessions. It was a pasting in that second term, the first 15 minutes, smashing them around the ball, outworked them, especially, of course, through the back half. Couldn't stop our rebound game. But yeah, it's going to be a tough test against Brisbane week 1. They're going to be up and about. Going to be, no offence to North, going to pose a lot stronger of a challenge. But yeah, given the context of the game, I don't know what to expect. We might be a bit rattled, but we rallied really well. The pressure and intensity, I thought, was fantastic. We clearly wanted to win this game, and that's what we saw. Going through some of the players now. Gordon had a big afternoon in the end. 41 touches for Gordon. Another game with over 40. Wow. He's in some form. Josh Strong, he had a quiet first quarter, but he built really nicely into the game. 6 clearances to his name. That's a pretty handy number. I think that big presence, especially for finals football, could be important for us. I still think he lacks the elite inside midfield craft in terms of ball winning, but he's an honest player and a bit of a battler through there. So, look, 24 touches is a good return. Probably could have kicked the goal. Row bottom, 12 tackles, a bit of that Rowie, back to Rowie's best. He was a pretty important presence in there. Grundy, a huge game in my opinion. Again, similar to the Saints game, a lot of times he's able to grab it out of the ruck, especially in the centre bounce, and would gain some ascendancy off that. Callum Mills, a lot of the kick-ins he had today. Some pretty neat disposals. Didn't have a clanging to his name. Curnow feasted late. Same with McDonald. Both had 3 goals each. 𝐵𝐵𝐶𝐞 had 3. He was good, Billy. 16 touches, worked hard. And I still think sometimes when he got first possession, he'd be a bit fumbly. I think at finals time, that's you can't afford that when the game's a faster pace. A lot tougher as well. Totally 20 on touches. But yeah, it's good to see us. Really, most of the youngsters get on the scoreboard. Even Cleary with 18 disposals and a goal to his name. He worked hard up the ground as well. Harry Cunningham going to be important come finals time. Tommy Hanley even had the 13 touches. So it's nice to see some of our youngsters step up to the plate. And a few of these young players are going to play some finals football, which will be great for experience, especially Harry Kyle, it was awesome to see him kick his final goal of the game. But yeah, it's our loss for North. They've battled well the last 5 weeks, but it's clearly that dead rubber kind of game getting to them. They were flat, and whilst they've been a really good ball moving side the last 5 weeks, Christ, they're nowhere near it this afternoon. I think 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴 would have made the game a bit more competitive with his class. LDU had some decent patches throughout the game, but ultimately just the quiet afternoon, only the 17 touches for him. But yeah, Simpkin, Parker, Sherry, Zerha with 2 goals, 1. They're probably some of North's best. But I didn't mind his game. Pretty neat coming out of the back half with his dash. Wardlaw attacked it quite well. That'll do it from me, lads. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, a bit of an odd one, obviously, this afternoon, given what's happened throughout the week. But nice to see a win. And, a few plays in tears there at the end of the game. So it means a lot to the boys. Let's see what happens come finals, eh? I don't really expect much. But I suppose for Cox's coaching record, it'd be nice to see him register a finals win. Eagles or Hawks? Hawthorn. I think they won't muck about here and really need to lock in that top 4 spot. So I'll go with the Kangas. But thanks for tuning in, lads. 3-2-1 votes. Oh, geez, they're pretty even contributors today. It's a tough one. I think I might go 3 for Gulden, 2 for Grundy, and 1 for 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. That might be my 3. But yeah, a lot of good contributors. Even Braden Campbell, 20 touches. That's good to see as well. But no, thanks for tuning in, lads. I appreciate it, Berg, mate. That's it for home race season. Of course, do some finals watch-alongs. We'll certainly get around those. I'll release my All-Australian team tomorrow. Have a bit of a chat about that. I always like doing that each and every year. Unfortunately, no Chad, no Heaney in the All-Australian team. I think they're thoroughly deserving All-Australian recipients. They've had brilliant years, but that's just the way it goes. I think Curnow should be a lock. I'd love to see Tom McCartan make it. He may or may not be in my All-Australian team. He's had a solid year. Pretty solid again this afternoon on Nick Larkey, keeping him moderately quiet. I think the second goal, I know Larkey just had the one, but he was, a very, very solid contributor this afternoon. Again, Tom McCartan. Who else could be in there? I think really Curnow, McCartan's a chance. We'll see. But there, thanks for tuning in, lads. Good to see a great win in the end, given what's happened this week. And let's see what happens come finals time. Maybe we can pinch a win, and that'll be something to cheer on. But hopefully enjoyed the stream, lads. Have a good rest of your weekend, and take care.